changes, but one thing is still the same. Even the strongest pass through Oz Gate. So when you fight, fight with honor, because cowards die forgotten, and they wait for you. On the other side.
When will you pass through?
Hello!
Yo!
Hello, and welcome
Beautiful.
to Shadows of Archonia. This is what happens when the GM is also the tech guy. I don't see how I look. Our weekly Worlds Without Number live stream campaign, but not tonight. Tonight, it's a Worlds Without Number one-shot, but we'll get into that in a minute. My name is Steve Boshier, and I will be your game master for the evening.
Woo!
My name is Alan. I'm going to be playing a new character tonight, Vincent Bloodheart, a Mage Slayer warrior character.
My name is Yuri, and I will be playing Ray Show, a merchant prince who is, will I say anything more? Maybe also a partial healer. I will.
It says that on the screen in text. It's not revealed.
I am Sarah. I am playing Lady Esme Impest, an expert, and perhaps also a little something extra.
You're supposed to keep the secrets.
No.
Just like I'm hinting, it's a one shot. It's a one shot.
Foreshadowing.
Lady Esme, can you do me a favor and fix my headroom? Is it hinged on the camera? Just tilt it down a little.
Yeah. I will expertly
The tiniest
adjust
amount.
this
No, just
tiny-
grab the camera
Just
itself.
grab the camera.
That's
Just
that
grab
part.
the camera.
There we go.
Professionals.
Perfect. You're done.
Professionals.
Great.
Okay, look
Thank
at
you.
that. That's that expertise.
Yeah. That's what you
Calling
get
out
from being
Yeah, that's like a 15 on dexterity.
cute.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm Matt, and I'm playing Bit Thornbush. Sorry. But his friends call him Little Brush, and he is a bard warrior. I didn't work on that beforehand. Sorry.
well, guys, we're going to try this again. Didn't work in the first two sessions. We're going to bring up the map.
Hey.
That's
Woohoo! Go, Matt.
That's not
Still didn't work.
No. It's not supposed to have worked yet. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, it's 0 for 3.
There's the map.
Hey.
This is me moving the map with the knobs the way it was supposed to be the whole time.
Technology.
Yeah. So, Aklador. All right. Oh, crap. It broke. That's fine. This is enough. Aklador is there. So the sort of boot-shaped peninsula under the R in Aklador. At the end of that, there's two cities, and one of them is Vakorna. That's where you guys are from. The southern continent of Darjan Ra is where you are going. We are setting our scene 500 years before the start of our main campaign, or the start of campaign 2.
Wow.
We're
Pretty cool.
500 years
Cool.
in advance. At this time, all of the city-states of Aklador are completely independent of one another and have very little to do with each other politically beyond merchant trade. Darjan Ra, however, in recent decades, has been conquered by a menace of horrible beings known as orcs. They were little known in the world a mere 200 years ago, and now they rule that whole continent. In fact, it is their first emperor, Darjan, for which the continent is named. However, Darjan is not the current emperor. The orcs are insidious even against one another. The current emperor of Darjan Ra is Krugerim, and Emperor Krugerim has his sights set on the city-states of Athlodor. Vakorna has sent an envoy consisting of the four of you to entreat Emperor Krugerim to peace. Try and make some sort of trade alliance that you might avoid a full-scale invasion from Darjan. So, now that you are here, you guys begin to understand the full scale of what Darjan Ra has accomplished. This continent, historically, was known to be home to many races. Pucks lived here, the gremlins. Gnomes lived here, goblins lived here. All of these peoples are now slaves to the Empire. And you have arrived at the orc capital. As your ship pulls up to the dock, you cannot help but cast your minds back to the messengers that were sent ahead of you to announce your coming. Surely their mission must have succeeded, for you were not fired upon by the warships guarding the harbor. But it has not been long enough for you to know how they fared. As you approach the dock, why don't we go around and hear what each of you brings to the mission, starting with our ambassador.
Indeed. Well, Lady Esme Impest is, I think we can all agree, the leader of this expedition, being the person of highest rank. Lady Impest is fairly new to the nobility, but, you know, my poor husband being aged and in regrettably poor health, I am only too happy to serve the king, my husband's second cousin, twice removed, by accepting this mission in my husband's stead, being so very much younger than said husband, whom I love so dearly. Lady Impest is really here for the mission. This is her chance to prove herself. And as sort of the camera pans over, you can see in her, she is certainly well dressed, well adorned, but there's hints, there's just a little too much makeup, the lipstick is just a little too red, the dress is tailored just a little too tight, and all of which, to the very discerning eye, calls out that Lady Impest is not perhaps born to the nobility. There's just something a little bit earthy about her that says she doesn't quite belong here, but wow, she's really gonna try.
Just why Vincent is on this mission. That's why he's there.
Yeah, what do you bring to the party here?
He was just hired as muscle.
Sexy abs.
Vincent just really wants to kill. He's an ex-soldier, and he worked for many other kingdoms, especially on tasks when it came to tracking down magic users. whenever there was a magic user that was causing trouble, like a sorcerer or a wizard or a necromancer, they would always hire Vincent to track him down. And he did that for many years, and they actually told him that it's okay, you can retire now, and he doesn't want to retire. So that's why he's on this mission, just to seek out more blood for his blood heart. And he's wearing a full suit of armor, shield, sword. He's all decked out.
And what about Rip Thornbush?
Bit Thornbush
Thornbush.
is a massive man. You would expect this guy to be a hardcore warrior, like fighting in the pits, but he's actually a very gentle soul, and he's a royal scribe. He sees himself as a really good scribe, and everyone seems to love him because they gave him the say code name, but what's the word?
Nickname?
Nickname. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't. Little Brush. Even though he carries a paintbrush on his back that's basically the size of a tree trunk, or a log, I should say. He follows Lady Impus around.
Mm-hmm.
She's the first lady to really give him credit for his craft, and he would do just about anything for her. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, he's a bard, and his art is his art.
What is your instrument?
The paintbrush is his medium, his
Oh.
artistic medium.
But employed as a scribe.
But employed as a scribe. He has to have a large paintbrush because his hands are way too big for the little ones.
And
Ray Show is part of the very influential Show cartel who specialize in spice and herbs of all kinds. Ray is one of many heirs in contention to the heirship or the leadership of the Show cartel, and is part of this trade mission as an opportunity to show his qualifications to the leadership of the Show cartel. He is
His.
yes. In his youth, he spent some time as a lay dedicate to the goddess Nikashi, and but was called back because of family business.
all right. Well, as your ship's captain ties off the ship and orders the crew to lower the plank, you see roughly armored, bizarrely muscled black shapes coming down the pier towards you.
Mm-hmm.
The crew makes no move to disembark. Which of you will go?
I will absolutely go first.
And I'm walking next to you like, Lady Empress, I must apologize for being so gassy over the ocean. You know, that it doesn't normally happen.
Mr. Thornbush,
I haven't been
there's
at
no
sea.
apology necessary. Sea is not.
It is not for me
It
or my
is.
stomach.
Let us refocus.
Focused.
Mm-hmm.
Human maggots! Get off your ship!
What a charming greeting. And I'm Lady Impest. Who might you have the pleasure of addressing?
When you die, I will tell you. Come down!
Seems backwards.
I like how this one talks. And Vincent jumps off the ship
Oh,
and tries to slash the first one he sees.
Are you
we're
serious?
Off
Yeah.
to a fine start.
Oh dear.
Alright, first roll an exert to jump off the ship.
Okay. Good thing I have points in exert.
Yeah.
I look to Master Show.
Just where did you find this guy again?
I was about to ask you exactly the
8.
same.
You know what? I have a recommended skill DCs right here.
I didn't hire him. Can
Likely
you?
with trivia.
Where did this guy come from?
What?
I thought she
I thought you hired him.
bit.
Oh yeah, one of the other scribes recommended him.
You guys are having this conversation while he's in the air.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Roll the attack. So you managed to jump from the ship to the pier without hurting yourself. Now roll the attack.
I'm gonna use Reckon's Luck,
Okay.
so I hit.
So
Roll
I
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
What was the roll? Just out of
One.
curiosity.
One.
So
And my luck.
For 10.
Oh, there's no dice in here.
and
I got a bunch here.
There's the bags of dice under the camera.
Hey, bags of dice under the
Yeah, there's a big one right there too.
spoiled. There's always dice. There's always dice in the newsstand.
7, 8, 9 damage.
In what manner do you attack him? Just straight down? Describe the stroke. You have a shield on?
Yes, I have the shield on, so I'm probably jumping off with my shield like up like this, and I'm trying to come down like this with the sword. So I'm blocking where I'm going with the shield, but I'm coming down with the sword.
All right. So you guys watch as Vincent Bloodheart. What was it you said before you left?
I said I like how this one talks.
Well, and are you attacking the one that was speaking or
Yeah,
one of the other?
the one that was speaking.
Okay. Well, Vincent Bloodheart comes down. Let me just roll something real quick to see how much you killed.
We might be going home in a few minutes.
You killed
might
him
be going
3
somewhere
times.
else in a few minutes
You did
after the
9.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
9
you
damage.
killed him 3 times and a little bit more. So the sword connects kind of here where the shoulder meets the neck, and it carves in about 8 inches, and you guys see this sort of deep red, almost black blood come shooting out from the severed arteries of this creature.
I just let it hit. Vince just lets it all hit him. Like, it's just
Oh,
ripping off his body.
no.
Yeah, and your sword actually gets stuck for a second because he's got this armor on. It's not like good armor, but he's got it on. He probably took it off someone that was a different size than him. And so you got to kind of yank it out. But you see there were three other orcs with this guy, and they all step back. Then one of them steps up and says, "Human maggot! You killed Supka!
Yes, I did.
I didn't like him. I'll take his armor."
If you can put it back together.
I will at this point advance down the gangplank. And
Hold, human!
I believe the formalities are completed here.
She's with me.
This is also Lady Impist. You should refer to her as such.
We
Thank
know
you.
who you are.
So glad.
Your slaves
to hear
came and told us.
that. We'll discuss the language. We hope to entreat a audience with your emperor. Has that request been granted?
You will speak to Emperor Kruger. Yes, you will speak. We will take your weapons.
I set the paintbrush down on the dock and it like slams.
You can take my weapon from my cold dead body.
Okay.
Okay.
We're doing this right now?
Perhaps
Okay.
we
hold on.
can.
No. This is what's happening.
Okay. I was going to. Well, can I?
Here you go.
Here we go.
Vincent is
There
not
you
going to
go.
give his weapon to this guy.
Alright, I'm sure. I'm
I
assuming the
handed
lady is
you
in the
the
blue.
figure for Vincent earlier. Do you have
Yes.
it? Okay. Put
Where
that
are you at?
down.
I am to the side of Lady Esme.
So am I.
So there's one guy already dead. Here's the other 3.
No.
Let's get the tabletop cam on.
Probably gonna move it closer.
Yeah, quite a bit closer.
We'll do a V formation. The guy.
This is
leading up.
I just took my
Camera, please.
Vincent just grunts. He says, "This is the only way you can communicate with these savages."
Really? Just getting into the racism right away. Huh?
Yeah.
Great ambassadorial conduct.
I mean, they brought the slaves.
Okay.
Just tuck my hands into my
Exactly.
sleeves.
Let's wait.
This is
After
very
you kill
amusing.
one of them. Anyway,
Wait, which one is dead?
I didn't put the dead one
I want to see the dead
out. All right, boss. Here you go.
one. So,
Hide behind the dead bars.
so this one. should
Pile
be
of dead bars.
And then,
Yeah, it's probably like that.
yeah, it's right like that.
Okay, so what was your last line? You said for my cold dead hands?
Yeah.
All right,
I
now
can take my weapon from my cold dead hands.
let's roll initiative, everyone. It's 1d8
Oh yeah, 1d8.
Thank
plus your whatever.
you. Dexterity, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
We should probably keep one alive.
Yeah, bro, I
Why does nobody have dice?
I don't
have
a
everything
D8.
but d8.
You know I have everything but a D8 too.
Who would expect that there'd be dice rolling in a game?
I rolled a 5.
I
Thank
also
you.
rolled.
I also have a 5.
Wait, five total from all of you?
What did you roll, Matt?
4.
Okay, well,
Disappointing,
here you
Matt.
go, guys.
Come on, do
With
better.
a 6 is the orcs. With a 5 is
Everyone.
Actually, I have a 6 because I have a +1 to
you
Dex.
idiots. And with a 4 is
Bip.
Bip.
I
Yours
have
is
to-
actually a 6.
Mine is actually a 6. Thank
Okay,
you.
I will give you the chance to go first. I think
Thank
that's actually
you.
in the book.
Thank you.
Esme, right there.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's off camera. but
Excuse
it's an
me,
initiative point.
one idiot.
You guys can decide which order you go in. All right, so
Okay.
Lady Esme, what will you do?
So we're up against 3. I'm going to. I'd like
Lydia.
to try this.
Lydia, there's step behind you.
I ignore that when Bip says that. I'm dying to try out this fun Worlds Without a Number feature. Make a swarm attack.
Make a swarm attack?
Yes.
Right.
You're
So,
supposed to do that when you are controlling a lot of creatures.
okay. It says each assailant takes the action. It looks like it's like setting up a flanking maneuver.
Oh yeah, if you all participate, then that can happen.
I participate.
Okay.
Alright.
It's my life on the line.
I thought
I
that was a
will.
GM thing, but let me look at it
Yes, that's
This
a
is a
main
new-
action.
A new skill.
Reluctant. I
Yes.
reluctantly participate.
again. What page is it?
It is on page 44.
You?
I don't
Each assailant takes this action against a target in range of their current weapon until up to 4 has done so. When the final participant takes the action, one of the mob makes an immediate melee or ranged attack, getting a +2 bonus to hit and +1 damage for each other surviving attacker.
Wait, so the enemies get that bonus?
No, the final person in the sequence gets the bonus.
I'm
when-
going to rule that because we rolled individual initiative, this is not available to you.
Okay.
Had we rolled side initiative, then you could do this if
Alright.
everyone agreed to do it with you. But yeah, this. Otherwise, you're just pulling people out of their turn and giving them the ability to go on your turn, which doesn't make sense.
All right. Very well then. I will in that
I would like
case.
to go on her turn.
Would have been very cool.
I will
We
in
can
that case.
do it in another combat when we roll side.
Okay. Are any of these orc gentlemen bearing shields?
You tell me. I can't see the minis.
1, the closest.
Closest one? Okie dokie. Oh, I don't have the right action. In that case, I will go ahead and I'd like to hold my action, and I am going to assume that Mr. Bloodheart will be attacking the gentleman directly in front of him. When he does, I will take the action of making a melee attack with the two-handed staff that I am holding in my hand.
Okie dokie. Then that will be the orcs next.
All right.
There are 3 of them there.
Are indeed 3 of them.
The one closest to To Vincent. It's going to move up and attack.
I'm moving the body.
18 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And he does 2 damage.
Okay.
You know what? The next one is also going to move up to Vincent and attack.
Okay.
So grab
That is only 6 to hit,
Yes.
and then 16 from the third.
This one, I will make him miss.
Okay.
With my veterans.
Wait, isn't that only once per scene?
Yeah, once per scene.
You've already used it to make your attack hit. So
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a reaction kind of thing.
nope, it's once per scene, which means we're still in the same scene.
So only one exercise. Guilty. Scene.
So he's gonna
Okay.
deal 3 damage.
Okay.
All right. That's you idiots. Who wants to go first?
I defer to Bloodheart.
You don't want to go first?
No, I'm not the idiot.
That's not what the board says. Yeah.
You had 10 and you went down to 3. Or you lost 3, so you should be at 7. Not that I was looking at your sheet or anything.
Mhm.
But HP, 1 point hit point might make the difference.
Yeah, in this game, yes.
Okay.
This is why we need books, people.
Alright. So we're just gonna do his whirlwind assault.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
Now's a good time to do it.
This is the focus.
Once per scene, as an on-turn action, apply the shock damage to all foes within melee range.
Oh.
Using
Very nice.
assuming they're not immune to shock.
Okay, I'm going to give you something here that you didn't know you had. Do you know the difference between a main action and an on-turn action? A main action is for your attack. An on-turn action is kind of like a bonus action. It's what you do.
Oh.
It's what you do also.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can make a regular attack and do this.
Okay, let's do
Why
that.
don't you do the regular attack first, and we'll just call it like the sweep.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just
Well, one-handed, I guess you got the sword and board.
18 on the die,
All right.
plus 4.
18 plus 4.
Mhm.
That's a hit.
Okay,
Very nice.
so now we're gonna do the hit, and then the shock damage is gonna go across everybody. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to roll 2 dice. No, it's a 1 or 2. No,
For
just
damage, 1.
Just 1. So 1 damage on the die.
Your weapon cannot do less damage than its shock damage value.
Oh, okay, so 2.
What? 2. Okay, so
But
you have hurt the first.
but I'm also gonna do my killing blow,
Oh,
which is whenever you inflict damage, whether that be special or magical, you can use your level to add on to the damage. Also add on to the shock damage too.
okay.
So-
So your main attack, you're using a killing blow on that.
Yeah.
By
So-
doubling the damage from 2 to 4, you have killed the first orc.
Okay.
Well
Then
done.
roll in assault to the other
Definitely
2.
the second orc.
Whirlwind assault is also 4.
Is also 4.
Mhm.
So you've killed the second orc.
Mhm.
So the first 2 rolled 4 for the hit points. The third orc, you have killed 4 times.
Well done, idiot. Well done.
So I just picture Vincent going across and just cutting off all 3 heads.
Well, you guys are alone on the dock.
And Vincent just goes
I look at Biff
and
like,
shoots a sword.
maybe not a bad choice after all things considered.
Except now we don't know where to go.
I stroll up to him. I go, Nikashi, preserve us from idiots, and I heal whatever damage you have for 4 points.
Awesome, thank you.
Plus
I
your
know.
level.
Points. Some orcs only have that many to start with.
I'm gonna go up and like look at the blood that they have left and like it's a really good color red. And I'm gonna dip my brush in it.
Holy moly!
Yeah.
It's almost black, like I said. Orc blood is gross.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
a
not
really
that regular
good.
blood is
It's a
fine.
good red.
Well,
I suppose
now we
have,
have
Like a
no one
deep,
to lead us
dark
to where we're
red.
supposed to go.
but we've established some protocols and boundaries.
That is
So-
very true.
As you guys,
Before Vincent leaves, he's
Yeah.
gonna cut off some of the orcs' appendages to wear around his.
define appendages: fingers,
Ears.
arms.
So one he takes finger, another one he takes
Ears.
I
ears,
really want those.
another one takes a toe.
As you're cutting the finger,
So
roll me a perception. What is it? A notice check.
I would also, I was going to ask if I could also roll notice.
Not for this.
Okay. Well, I'm looking
Well,
around.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
7.
Yeah, you, as you're cutting the finger, you can hear a distant thunder, even though there are no clouds.
Is that magical?
I know.
Just letting you,
It's still unclear.
just letting you know about my ability in nullifier.
Yeah,
Because if there is magic afoot, I should be able to sense the origin.
there is no.
It's magic a finger.
You know what? I have read that ability. I know it's supposed to just work, but I am going to attach this to the notice check you just made. It is coming from the beyond.
Beyond.
Something somewhere in the cosmos likes that you took a thing.
Its name is Steve.
Rolling a d20
For what?
for a notice check, just to get a
2d6.
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 Skill
Thank you.
checks are 2d6.
Thank you.
Uh,
So yes, this is just to take the general temperature of, like, is anybody else watching this? Is there any threat about to come in?
Yeah, you don't need to roll that.
Yeah.
Actually, this is what I was about to describe before he stopped. But
Okay.
Sorry.
no problem. That's what we do. The dock that you're on, the pier that you're on, is otherwise empty. But there are other piers nearby, and there are guard stations up on the actual like beachhead. So there is, in the time it takes him to start cutting off body parts, there is someone coming.
I did roll a 6 on my notice check. Do I get anything extra?
Not really. Because, I mean, yeah,
It's not a great
what you
roll.
asked me for was what I was going to give you.
Alrighty.
the someone that is coming, are they dressed any differently than these guys? Or the same thing?
Well, there's a party of orcs. There's 10 of them.
Is this someone's birthday?
There's 10 of them at this point. But the one in front is a good foot and a half taller than the others.
Okay.
And huge, like fat, but in that muscular kind of fat, you know?
Mhm.
And he's got no nose on the front of his face. It's clearly been cut off at some point. And his whole face is kind of squished down and ugly. He's got a big axe in each hand.
How does he compare to me, like size-wise?
How tall are you?
I didn't pick, but I'm definitely taller than most humans.
Okay, he is also taller than most humans.
Okay.
From this distance, I mean, you're not gonna, but yeah, he's big. He's got a whip on his belt and an axe in each hand, and he comes tromping onto the dock. And he looks down at the dead bodies. He looks at you, Vincent. He says, you're the humans from Vakorna.
Yes, we are.
You are expected.
So very glad to hear that.
You, points at someone behind. Dump the garbage in the water. You four, come with us.
Okay.
How very kind of you.
Shall we? After
Indeed.
you, my lady.
Thank you, Master Cho.
Yeah. So, are you gonna pick any more fights?
No, Vincent, as long as they don't try to take away his weapons, he'll come along.
Honor has been satisfied.
You guys are surrounded by this party of orcs. They are keeping their distance at this point from Vincent in particular. They're not particularly cowed by the rest of you.
I give you a little pat on the shoulder, just of approval.
And Vincent gives
You're
you a nod.
grumbling and whispering when you do that.
Yeah. And he does say to Ismay, "Sorry, I get a little carried away sometimes."
I understand. It seems to have set the right impression.
But you also put the lady in danger.
Mr. Thorne, what she's doing, it's a dangerous situation.
You have to learn how to talk to these savages.
I just write.
Well, hopefully I can show you how to talk.
One of the orcs ahead and to the left of you in the circle that surrounds you trips and falls down. The big one turns and looks at him. Get up! Takes the whip off his belt and starts whipping this orc until he stands up again. And then kicks him down and whips him again.
And I say, yeah, look, it's all about the powerful in this tribe. Who's ever the most powerful leads.
Do we really want these people as allies?
There's a lot of trading opportunities here.
Indeed, there are.
I'm just here to write a contract.
Well, once this orc eventually gets back to his feet and starts hobbling along all bloody, the procession continues, and they lead you through this little wooden city. The city you are in, sorry, I just had it. It's called Ripgore. City of Ripgore.
Ripgore.
Sounds about right.
And it didn't used to be called that. None of you know what the city used to be called, but the orcs call it Ripgore. You sail between Westjaw and Eastjaw to get here. They're leading you through the city of Ripgore. It's mostly a wooden city. Lots of almost think like East Coast, like American frontier buildings where everything was logs. Like that's kind of what you're marching through, but at the scale of a city. If it weren't for all the moisture in the air, this place would be a huge fire hazard. And as you're passing down these cobbled streets and wooden walkways, looking down these alleys, you see other creatures here that are not orcs. They are smaller. Some of them have huge ears. Some of them have pitch black skin or green skin or red skin. They have all different manner and shapes. And every time an orc walks by, if there's another creature, it lowers its eyes and, if possible, gets out of sight. Eventually, you are led to the tallest building in the area. It's not, interestingly, actually, Lady Esme, why don't you roll a notice check on this?
I will, thank you.
56.
That's going to be.
So, yeah, you notice this. What you've been led to is the tallest building, but it is not the most central nor the most ornate. And this suggests to you that what the orcs value is maybe different. He didn't take residence in the same building that a human would have assumed was like the king's or the mayor's building. It's just the tallest.
How does it look structurally? Like, should we be worried?
No, you're fine. The orcs didn't build this.
Oh, okay.
They just
took it over.
Yeah.
Okay. When you say that this has sort of the feel of like all this wooden built frontier city, the tallest building, does this approach palace standard, or is it more just like a very fine ranch house, to continue kind of the metaphor?
No, it's not like a ranch house. It's definitely, it almost looks like a tavern, but it's like 5 stories tall. Not tavern, like an inn.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like 5 stories tall. And so you're led to this place. And you're brought inside the main area downstairs. which whatever was once in here has been cleared, and there is now a stone throne on the end of the room, but it is empty. There are the guards who lead you in, and then there are additional orc guards flanking the room on all sides. So there's probably about 20, 25 armed orcs in this room. And then a weird thing happens at the other end. There is like, actually, I would like all of you, please, to roll me a physical save.
Oh,
What's
So you need to roll d20 and get higher than the number on your physical save.
uh,
I rolled an 18. Whew.
Nice.
Okay.
I rolled higher.
What is it, 15 for you?
14.
I failed. I rolled a 5 against my physical.
I rolled a 1. I'm definitely not saving
My
that.
physical save is 13. I rolled a 15.
Okay. You two become sick to your stomachs and throw up. Right on the floor.
I was already sick to my stomach. And this is worse.
Can I like
embarrassing.
roll and see why they're sick, or
You don't have to roll. You feel it too. It just doesn't make you throw up. It is some weird, and with your sense, you're gonna detect it immediately. There is a magical effect at the far end. There's something that is not only visually pitch black, but also has like an emotional feeling of pitch black. It like pulses out from next to the throne, and a creature about 5.5 feet tall steps into the center of this disturbance. And you see the orcs react to this too, but they react differently than humans. Some of them seem to be like emboldened by it, like they stand up straighter as this wave hits them. Now, what were you gonna?
I mean, it doesn't apply anymore. But when next time, if a save like that happens, I should be able to help the party.
Oh well, by all means, we can recommend. Yeah, it's a +2, right?
Yeah, +2 to their save.
It
Wouldn't
wouldn't
have
help
helped.
you.
3.
They
Yeah,
both
five,
rolled solo.
yes.
So yeah.
Appreciate.
I thought you were gonna tell me you attack the magic.
did they take any damage? They just throw up.
They just threw up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I hand you a handkerchief from my
Thank
sleeve.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Okay. So yeah, this creature steps into the midst of this disturbance, and as it dissipates, you see this old, one-eyed, hunched-over orc in these. It's a robe, but it's like it's put together from like torn shreds of other robes, and it's black and disgusting, and stained, and smelly, and he's covered in jewelry made from bone and rocks, old pieces of wood, like necklaces, and like a Mr. T amount of necklaces, like just crazy. And his hands are also stabbed through. The skin of his hands are stabbed through with shards of bone in weird shapes. And he cocks his head to the side. And he looks at you with his one eye. His mouth is full of broken teeth. He's clearly taken a ton of facial abuse in his life, but he leans on this gnarled staff and looks up at you and says, "What do you want to say to the Emperor?" Actually, you know what? He addresses you.
And I say, what does the lady want?
The lady.
Thank you, Mr. Bloodheart. Honored Emperor, we are, as you are,
Mind your
informed.
tongue. I am not the Emperor.
I wasn't speaking to you, my friends.
He is not here.
Oh, the throne is empty?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well, then deliver the lady's message to the Emperor.
Indeed.
What?
We of the city of Vakorna are well aware of the victories and successes of the Emperor Krugerim, and we congratulate him on his successes. We come in peace, in the hopes that we may form a mutually beneficial relationship with the Emperor, one where he need not turn his, shall we say, commit his resources to a treacherous and costly sea voyage, but one that may benefit the both of us.
You have come to beg for your city.
We
Why
have-
should we make a deal instead of simply taking what is ours?
Your progress across this continent has been noted, but not without cost. There is only so far that an empire can spread itself before that empire spreads too far.
We will see, won't we?
Indeed. But why not see what else is out there? There is no harm in taking a few days to speak, is there not? Okay, would you like me to roll convince on this?
And I'd like to add convince or my help to that.
Okay.
And I'll add on, after all, there is only so much that a slave can do, that a partner cannot offer more. The ingenuity of the peoples of Ecuador would be lost if conquered. And I will go ahead and roll that convince. Oh, that was terrible. That's a 6 total.
Plus my 1.
Can I? Oh, no, you already helped her.
Yeah.
I don't know how help works in this game.
I don't remember either, actually.
It says allies can aid with their own skill used at the same difficulty, granting a +1 bonus if any helper succeeds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Any helper, so I would like to help.
Yeah.
Not to mention one of ours killed 4 of yours.
But
That
you
we
have
a lot.
to roll it to see if you succeed. It says a +1 if any helper succeeds, not for each helper that succeeds.
I
But
rolled
you can
an
both roll it.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 plus my skill check. I mean, it's a 9.
Anyway, I said what I said, and then give her a roll. Sorry, convince?
Yes.
Oh,
Just 4.
and I can add my wisdom modifier to that? I guess that would be 11.
Oh, yeah. It's still not good enough, though. What'd you get?
4.
This is... You're trying to talk a conqueror out of conquering.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like he looked at you while you were talking, but as soon as you stop, his eyes just go back to goes back to Vincent. But he's just not. It seems hard for him to understand that you're in charge.
Fair enough.
But he turns his eye back to Vincent. He says, "I cannot tell the human cities apart. You are from one of them. If you are anxious to meet your doom at the hands of Emperor Krugerim, I will bring him here to kill you now."
Then bring him. I'll take him on right now.
He will not sully his hands. He will kill you with these. Gestures towards the wall guards.
And I say, you're gonna let your guards do your dirty work?
If you wish to save your city from ruin, you need not offer us rest and peace and relaxation. You need not bring us your small people. You need only
I said straight.
You need only surrender. We will kill less of you than we would. Surrender now and your mission is done.
Bloodheart never surrenders.
All hearts have blood. Yours will be on the ground if you do not.
Bloodheart gets right up into his face.
Nope.
Okay.
He was at the other end of the room from
Okay.
to start with. If you're going to move towards him, He's going to cast a spell.
Right?
Oh boy.
So, I know you can probably just turn this right off, but I will need you to make a mental save. As he raises his hand and just goes,
Mental save. Right?
yeah, mental save.
Now, I just want to make sure if I need to do this before or after the roll.
You can do it after. I hate those kind of rules.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Can I assist?
My mental save is 15,
No, this is not something you can
and I did not. And I'm gonna. Let's see, do I want to use that up yet? Since Vincent has been fighting mages for a long time, can I tell if this is a powerful spell he's casting?
I'll give you a roll.
Yeah.
You have the magic skill?
Yes, I do.
Roll that.
All mages get, all mage slayers get magic skill by default.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They've dealt with mages before. Whew. I got a 6 and a 5.
Wow.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
The spell he is casting is less powerful than the effect that he entered the room with. And that made 2 people throw up. So it's not going to kill you. You know that.
Alright, I'm going to let this spell go through, but I am also going to use my spell shield.
Okay.
When a spell inflicts hit point damage on you, you automatically halve it, round it down, or any saves or resistance are applied.
This was not to do hit point damage. So,
Oh, okay.
it's a mental save because he's doing a mind control. He is. You're coming towards him in a threatening manner, and he is just stopping. Stop walking. You said you let it go through.
Yeah, I did say let go through.
Yeah.
Well, if he doesn't, that's it.
It's gonna hold you just for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
He's not gonna keep you prisoner forever. He's just stopping you from approaching.
Can I talk?
Yes.
Okay. So Vincent he starts walking and he stops. He says, he kind of like laughs at him, and he just says, these tricks won't stop me forever.
You speak to Vizier Naknok. You you call my sorcery tricks. It is through my aid that the Emperor has accomplished anything in his short life, and through my aid that the previous Emperor accomplished anything. You call Nagduk a trick. You are a fool. I will get Emperor Kruger, for while I have magic, he is in command. And he will tell these soldiers to kill you. And he's going to turn and just leave them.
Okay, can I move?
By the time the door closes behind him, you can.
Alright, so
Alright.
Vincent, he's like in mid-form already, and when he leaves, he just kind of straightens up and says, I was acting like it.
Indeed. So we are still, the soldiers are all still
The
surrounding
soldiers
us?
are all still here.
Are they at attention? Are they threatening? Are they milling?
Orcs don't really do attention.
Yeah.
You should take us to our rooms.
They're not moving, though. I mean, they're not moving a lot. They're just sort of standing.
It's like quite a lot of discipline for orcs.
I looked at the 3 of you and I say,
And one of them counted to 4. That's impressive.
I look at the 3 of you and I just say, when this emperor comes down, it will be very difficult to persuade him peacefully. What's all your guys' mission in terms of what you're gonna say?
Can I ask, are we far enough away from all of these orcs that we can huddle and not be overheard?
I mean, if you want to like full on whisper, but they're gonna come up to you.
this conversation might be best had in quieter.
Indeed, I think you are. I am in agreement. And I will turn around and sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, can I borrow a book real quick?
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful book.
It is a beautiful
It's
book.
really nice.
It's beautiful, lovely.
Mhm.
World's Without Number.
Mhm.
You're holding it. Yeah. All right. You know what? I will go ahead and approach one of the orc that looks the most in charge.
Well, that would be the big noseless one with the whip that led you guys.
Mhm.
He looks the most in charge of the people.
I back her up. Just like
Alright.
standing like right behind her, so like I'm silhouetting her almost.
I will say this is an important meeting for the Emperor. May we have a room for a few minutes to freshen up before he arrives, so that we may treat him with all honor and respect. And I will roll convince for this,
Please do.
and
And-
hopefully do
Can I
better.
roll?
I will help.
Yeah,
Is there like an intimidation I can do, like check I can do to like?
rolling.
You can roll convince, assuming you're doing it through intimidation.
Well, my convince
That
is not that
Eight,
great.
9. I rolled an 11.
Oh, how did you?
Well, because
Yeah,
rolled an
better
8
than
plus
me,
my skill check is a 1, and then wisdom modifier is a 2.
So
Oh, you can add your wisdom modifier?
Whatever's most appropriate.
Okay, I didn't know you could add a modifier.
can I
Okay,
add my charisma to that? So it's 8.
alright.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna add, that's why I was so low.
Oh, and your skill level. Add your skill level. So
The skill
actually,
level,
okay.
the skill level is
That's
convince.
why I've been
That's
rolling
what you
so
were doing.
terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm adding, so I rolled a 7, I'm gonna add a 1 for convince, I'm gonna add another 1 for charisma to get to 9, and I can add my base attack bonus to that, or no?
no,
That's
it's
for an attack.
2d6 plus skill level plus relevant.
This is an attack.
What is skill level? Oh,
The
that's
skill level
That's
is,
that's,
one,
the,
yeah.
that's convince.
So it's gonna be a 9 then.
and so you said that you're helping by just looming.
I'm in intimidation, yes.
And what are you doing to help? I need to know how you're doing this.
Oh, adding, I'm like, yes, chop, chop, my good man. And then I
actually-
had him like some tobacco
So you got a
There you go.
9, you got
8,
and you.
in 11.
It's way more than enough. Because 8 was the DC. So
There you go.
So I give him a little patch of tobacco. I'm like, this is really good for relaxation.
it's probably the same stuff.
I mentioned this before, by the way. I haven't come up with the best solution yet, but I am gonna change. I am gonna homebrew house rule how the help action works, because I think it kind of sucks that if 2 people both beat the skill check DC, it's only a +1. Like, I think that kind of sucks. But anyway, yeah. So the guy with no nose.
Yeah.
Who we will for now call No Nose.
No nose.
No nose.
His actual name is Gun. But
We don't care.
yeah, he has no. You guys wouldn't know. But he looks down at you and he says, "I will give you a place. Follow me." And he turns and just stomps out the door.
Do they always look constipated?
I will give you a little like just to
All
acknowledge
these
the
all this
joke.
banter you guys are doing, they can all hear it.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes, I will not. It's just a subtle nod, but I
I
will
don't think they know what
publicly
constipated means.
acknowledge.
Yeah, I totally
And
expect them
just-
not to know what constipated means.
Tilt my chin and follow out the room.
Yeah, I follow too.
Just assume anywhere she goes, I go.
Yeah.
mean,
I hand out
just-
little bags of tobacco to all the guards.
There you go.
Mhm.
Oh, you're trying to get them hooked?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
So yeah, he takes you down the street to what clearly used to be a house, or somebody's house. It still is a house, but it used to be somebody's house. It's deserted now. He sort of opens the door like he doesn't know how doors work. He just kind of shoulders it in, and just waits for you to go in.
I march right in.
All right. And then he sort of gestures, and the orc orcs that were with you guys take up positions around all the exits.
Okay. But do we have a little bit of privacy?
You have the house yourselves. It's a
Alright.
small house, 1 bedroom.
So 1 bed, any lights? Is it day or night? I don't even
There's
know.
actually 2 beds.
Okay.
It is currently late afternoon, but it's very misty and overcast. So it's dim. Indoors.
Then I'm gonna light a lantern that I have and set it.
While you do, I turn to the others and says, I must tell you something now that I could not tell you before. What Vizier Knock-Knock said matches with intelligence that I have been given. I was informed that the reason for the orc's success is due to an advisor, power behind the throne, who has kindly made himself known to us.
I thought that was quite interesting that he so loudly proclaimed that. I think it might
I think so
behoove
as well.
us, if we want our mission to succeed, is to kindly encourage the vizier to probably retire.
I was thinking is that the same as well. It might
Do you
be
think he'd
wise
get a good
to.
severance package?
Of course, the very best severance, in fact.
How are you going to
You
convince him to
realize you're breaking
retire?
rules.
I think that this is not
I'm
a
trying to be
question
deeper
of,
and it's hard for me.
I think that our strategy must be manifold, perhaps a subtle division between the Emperor and the Vizier. Indeed, that he spoke so boldly in front of all of the Emperor's guards of his importance may be a weakness that we can drive through. Failing that, simply removing the Vizier from the equation.
Then a two-pronged attack.
Mm-hmm.
But we must gain access then to the Emperor.
Sorry to
Yes.
interrupt. I need to know where everyone is.
Oh, we're huddled in the room
There's a
together.
front
In
door.
the,
So there's a front door, it's 2 windows. You're in kind of a living room / kitchen area. There's like a wood stove.
We'll probably
away from windows.
chairs
Yes,
and
I was
table.
thinking the same thing. I've gone to the middle of the room as far away from any listening post,
I'm at
and
the
I am
wood stove
whispering.
trying to light it.
Okay, and you?
I'm with. We're
Yes,
talking.
we are talking.
Okay, so
I'm near the middle.
so the 3 of you all kind of huddle in the middle, and you go over by the wood stove.
Yeah.
Roll a notice check.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can make some rations into something nice. That's pretty good.
That is very good.
I don't have any notice though, so
Cooking
10.
check does great.
There is someone behind it, someone very small.
Behind the wood stove.
Yeah.
A little
Like
purple.
if I light on fire, they'll catch fire type. Like they're not in it.
They're not in it, they're
Oh,
behind it.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't be comfortable if you were to light it. But
Yeah. Oh.
something moving back there. It might be, for all you know, it's a dog.
Oh.
It's a gremlin.
Oh.
As soon as you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
He is a little gray-skinned creature with his skin. You've never seen one before, but his skin is. You can't tell if it's just sort of a textured like skin or if it's scales. It's hard to tell. And he's got bulbous ears with slight points on the end, and a big old nose. And he's wearing rags.
What is
It's
he?
like a stockier version of a house elf.
When he sees that I see him, does he do anything?
Yeah, he tries to get back further in the corner.
Oh.
Do we hear the scuffle
I
as
won't.
we're chatting?
Is this your home?
We're not alone.
Who are you talking to?
No, we are not.
There's a little thing back here. I don't know what it is.
I will try to pounce on it.
Oh,
Try
my
to grab it. Flank the other direction from Bip.
You're gonna actually try and physically grab him.
Well, I'm going to try to corner him. I'll say that.
I'm like,
Oh,
Bloodheart,
well, you can do that.
Yes,
please assist the lady.
just so he
Okay, but-
can't escape.
Bloodheart blocks up and he's going to try to. So if it's like you 2 guys here, he's going to try to come right in the middle.
Okay, and there's a wood stove there. So
Yeah.
if you want to get, you have to reach over it and sort of around the pipe. There's like a chimney pipe.
Oh man.
I'm the one to start the stove. You might not want to be back then.
So like, here's a bird's eye view. The camera can't see this, but here's the corner, and here's the wood stove, right? So there's a guy here, but I don't know if you've ever seen a wood stove, but there's a pipe that goes up as the chimney.
Mhm.
So if if Esme's here and Bip is here, then Vincent, you're gonna have to reach over the thing,
Well, if
which you can,
I can.
but it's gonna be awkward.
We don't need a captain.
Yes, indeed. I will actually pull out some rations from my pocket and just sort of put them on the corner of the stove next to this gremlin and say, my friend, we mean you no harm. I suspect we may be on the same side.
Lady Ibis is very kind.
Thank you, Mr. Thornbush. Appreciate it. May I ask your name, sir?
Suck.
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 Zog. Z-O-G?
SOG.
S-O-G.
S-O-G. Zog.
We got there.
I like sock better, but Zog is good too.
It's Suck.
Vincent says, "Eat up,
Since
sock."
Dobby has been given a sock. Okay. By all means, sock. Please enjoy
What did you
it.
put down?
A ration.
Ration, a
Of
little bit
what?
of. I'm assuming if it came out of my pocket, this is perhaps a handful of dried fruits and nuts.
He goes for the nuts.
Okay. So we are a party from this faraway city, the city of Vakorna, over the sea. Are you yourself from this city, originally from Ripgore?
Suck from the corner.
How long have the orcs been?
40 years.
Are you hiding from the orcs?
Always hide from orcs. Have to hide from orcs. Orcs hurt.
How did you get in here?
Walk.
Yeah, I
There.
know, but there's a lot of orcs out there. How did they not see you?
Sometimes they see, sometimes they not see, but better if not.
So we represent a free city that has not been taken over by the orcs. We are happy to offer you. Obviously, we ourselves are at risk here while we are in the city, but so far we have a ship and we have a route home. We are happy to offer to you passage to the city of Vakorna if you will assist us. Provide us with what information you have.
We can give you a safe place if you just talk to us.
A refuge.
Can you read or write?
Who are you?
We are humans.
What's a human?
We are.
Us.
Humans like orcs? Or like
No.
gremlins?
No.
We are ourselves. We live in cities. We trade amongst ourselves and amongst other human cities. We do not conquer. There aren't slaves in the city of Vakorna, I assume. There are?
And we do conquer.
Oh yeah.
Well, not that.
We
Not Valkyrie specifically, but humans.
yes.
Vincent says, we're nicer than orcs, that's for sure.
What do you want? What do you want?
Information.
I would actually like to light the stove and make some.
Yeah, well, why don't you come out of there so we can light the stove?
This is a buck stove.
And
Puck.
box stove.
Fuck stove.
Box.
Puck.
Puck. You
You
said
got it
puck.
the first
Okay,
time.
I was like,
You got it the first.
what does that mean?
Puck's house? Puck's stove? That's why it's human sized.
And
Oh, are
where?
puck a species?
That's probably the first you've known it, but yes.
Just
What
Puck
are
like PUCK.
the... Oh, this is literally the first time the four of us have heard this phrase puck. term
If you
puck?
want to roll for that, if you want
Yeah.
to roll a no, roll a no check.
Oh, sorry. There it goes.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, you've heard of them.
9. Actually 8.
Now I roll well. That's going to be a 7.
you've actually all heard of pucks then. You don't necessarily know what they look like. They're kind of a mythical. You know how people who don't play D&D, they hear things like elf and goblin and gnome, and it's all kind of the same thing. That's what a puck is. You don't know what that is. It's just something.
Do I feel magic off this puck?
This is a gremlin that you're talking.
Sorry.
The house is. He's telling you that this house was built by pucks, and what you've learned from him just now is that pucks are kind of roughly your size.
Interesting.
He's small.
And what happened to these pucks? Are there any left?
Indeed.
Not here.
Can you take us to them?
No.
Did
Not
they,
not in this. Not in the city.
did the orcs kill them? Did they enslave them, or did the pucks escape?
Orcs kill many, but orcs take a place. And whoever lives in that place, they move to another place. They keep you away from your own place. The first thing they do. I don't know. Many pucks are alive, but they're not here because this is a puck city.
See.
It is Natnog you spoke. You spoke of Natnog.
Yes. What do you know of Nakna? Can you tell us about
He's very orc. He lies. He hurts. He lies to
See.
when he says that, he actually sort of like jumps back behind the stove a little bit and puts his hand over his mouth, like he's terrified of the fact that he said it.
We won't tell him that you said that. Can you tell us what you mean? How is it that you know
How does he
that
lie
the
to the
Vizier
Emperor?
lies to the Emperor?
Yes. You're not here from Sog.
No, of course not, so. We will
You-
protect you.
You're here from last Puck, from dying Puck.
Oh yes.
Excellent.
And then when he died, you burn him.
Okay. In the stove. Yes. It's a good cover story, so.
May I light the stove now?
I'm where's Sog go?
Just anywhere else but right there.
I will
He runs
back
out
off.
into the bedroom
Yes, so he
and
can.
jumps on the bed. It sits like this.
Okay. I will follow and sit on the edge of the bed as far away as possible. So I'm close enough to whisper, but far enough to
Vincent just
give him
comes
space.
behind you and just watches.
I light the stove and start cooking rations.
I also enter the room, but more in the doorway and just lean with my hands tucked into my sleeves.
Yeah, with all of you in the room, he's getting less and less comfortable.
Oh, I'm not in there. I'm at the stove. Still.
Well, the
I'm
three
more
of them.
I'm more in the doorway.
So we will not tell anyone that it's you that told us. We wish to stop the Orc Empire's progress.
Can't stop orcs. Orcs strongest.
But
Orcs
You-
take all.
If you kill enough orcs, they can be dealt with.
No,
You
they make
kill-
more. They always make more.
but if you take out the one who's responsible for this growth,
They always come. There's always.
it takes more than just strength to create an empire. It takes smarts. We have heard that it is Knock Knock who holds this empire together, not the Emperor.
Natog?
Yes.
Natog?
I had it
Knock
as Knock Knock.
I
Did
heard
that
knock
wrong?
knock too.
Chicken messages.
Okie dokie.
It's Gnadug.
Knock Knock.
Knock knock.
Noted.
Nadug.
Knock,
G-N-A. The G is silent. G-N-A-D-U-G. Nadug.
And,
It's pronounced kind of orkishly though. It's kind of like Nadug.
Nadouge.
Yeah.
If you really want to go like fancy.
Yeah. Anyway, he is cowering and extremely scared, and he says, "Nadug, secret boats, secret boats bring slaves and gold and weapons in, out. Magic things that Nedog finds. He needs slaves, load and unload weapons. So his work boats. He hides them from the Emperor. There are caves, but caves that are made under the city. Caves where water goes. He points over to the side of the bedroom, and what you guys see is something that back in Vakorna, only the very richest people have, which is a sink.
Hmm.
There's indoor plumbing.
Is it working?
There's indoor plumbing in
Yes.
the city.
Does it work?
Well, you're not in.
I will go and test it out.
All right. It's kind of like this kind of deal to turn it on. But yeah, some like dirty water spits and comes out. He's like, do not drink. That's at Notre Dame. But
I
he
say,
point-
looking at the brown water.
Yeah, it's like there's like stuff in it too. He gets up and he points down the drain. He says, tunnels.
Okay.
Tunnels under. At the end of tunnels is ocean. Cave. Boats of nectar go in and out. Cave. Slaves of nectar. Load and unload boats. Cannot tell other orcs. I have tried once to tell an orc there's a spell of nectar. Cannot talk to orcs about cave. Secret lies.
Wait, so he's saying he casts a spell on the orcs?
Saga's saying Nedog cast a spell on him and the other workers
Oh,
that loaded and unloaded the boats for him. So he can't tell the other orcs what Nedog is doing.
But he could tell us.
Suck, how can you tell? Yes, that was going to be my question. Can you tell other creatures?
Never tried before. Maybe only works on orcs. Or maybe war. I don't know magic.
That's fair.
If what this creature
Well,
is
I know this magic. He goes like, a huge fireball lights in his
Oh my
hand.
gosh. Okay. All right. Shh. Okay.
But no orc magic.
Okay. Well, your magic is very impressive. Gremlin magic is very powerful.
But this
Okay, so
cannot use for anything.
why not?
Everything wood.
Yes, everything is wood.
Kill everybody.
Yes. Indeed. Unless they all fled before.
I want to use a spell.
All Gremlin can do. His Gremlin thing.
If what this creature says is true, it opens up some very interesting possibilities.
That
You
it
want to use a
does.
spell?
Another
You don't have
way
spells. You're a mage slayer.
to drive between the
I do
Emperor
have
and
one because of
the
the
Vizier.
skill
Also, the
witch
question
finder.
is what is
Oh,
he
it's
thinking
kind of like a
out
sea
this-
magic effect, but
Yeah.
it's not a flavor. It's a spell.
What are
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
magic
it's a sea magic
items
effect,
that
but
the Vizier is helping himself
I can't
to?
Sorry, we're
identify.
having two at once.
Sorry,
Uh,
crosstalk.
They were talking.
No, you can let them finish.
yeah, go ahead.
No, you guys heard it first.
Somebody shut up. That's all.
Says I can identify a spell and what exactly it does, the significance of the power. So I want to see exactly what's affecting it.
Oh, yeah, okay. He has a mind control compulsion. Read me specifics of what you can know.
Okay, so the mage, well, the mage slayer, opens up his mind to perceive energies and magics in the air for 15 minutes, plus his level.
Okay.
They may identify magical items or effects, gets one sentence description of their purpose, or most significant powers, and you may a successful magic skill get a more descriptive thing of 8 or more.
And what did you roll?
I haven't rolled it.
Roll it, and so you already know what I said, that it's a mind control. It's like a compulsion.
That's really
Too bad the camera didn't pick that up. Okay.
It went into the cup holder both times.
You missed the dice.
It was
Bounced out of the dice
vertical.
tray into the cup holder both.
So I got 8. Was that
Yeah, that's enough.
8 or more? Yeah.
So yeah, this is a powerful compulsion. Powerful in that it will never wear off. And because he's kind of told you a little bit about what it does already, you think he's right, that this spell specifically prevents him from telling orcs the information that he told you. And you kind of, as you look at him, what you see is this. You see it almost like a large black nail in his brain. But from this nail, you see like strings going out through the walls of the building. And because of where the strings are going to, you realize that they would end where the orcs outside are stationed around the building to keep you guys from leaving. So this nail in his brain, it is a spell that's affecting him in relation to the orcs. And none of these lines are going to you guys. Now this effect of yours lasts 15 minutes, right?
Plus my level. So
17 minutes.
yeah, 17 minutes.
So this is just on now. Where else in the room are you at?
Well, I'm gonna follow the strings.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to determine where the main string is.
Like who cast it?
Yeah.
There isn't a string for that. It was cast a long time. But if you want to look at the orcs, you can see them out the window. And what you see when you look out the window at the orcs is more nails in their heads. And your sense of it is that there's a similar compulsion on all of the orcs here, but it is not for the same thing. Like someone is habitually casting compulsion spells on people around here, and it's not always for the same. It's not always the same command.
Can I quantify if I can stop this spell by killing the caster?
You don't know that. What are you going to say to your what?
I was going to say, Vincent is standing right behind where I am sitting, as I am looking at.
You probably notice him doing. You notice him probably looking at him, looking around, then looking outside.
Well, what are you going to say to your companions after you see it?
And I say, little one's telling the truth. He is being controlled.
Point of order. Which of your companions do you address that to?
Mercer.
She is under a magical effect.
Oh. The nail?
No. It's very different.
Can I examine this?
You see this effect on her body almost like fingerprints. The sense you get looking at her is the same sense you get looking at the clay pot, where it has been pressed into a certain shape by the sculptor's hands. And you get that sense looking at her that something has changed her shape.
And at this point, I walk in with like some rations that have been like made into some presentable food, and I hand it to you first. And
I quickly look at my other two companions. Do I see anything on them?
No.
Yes, sir.
But I will ask for another check, a magic check.
I would
This
like
is
a
different
notice
piece of
check.
information. Okay.
See, yes, as I am taking this food from.
And that's another 8.
Ha! That is I rolled double
Wow.
sixes
Okay.
Nice.
plus
So-
a 1 for notice.
13 plus wisdom.
Yes. I do not have any plus to wisdom.
So you fully see that he figures it out.
Has blocked me. Yeah.
You, with that magic check, see that this is not a spell; it's a magical effect, and you see what you were looking for when you saw the nails, which is who is the originator of this effect, and it is herself. Additionally, you see that this is a magical ability that is innate to her.
Ooh,
And
intriguing.
you, as you're staring at her, figuring it out, which is what you notice, because he stops and stares at you for a second. As you stare at her, thinking about it, the whole room suddenly flashes away from your vision, just for a second. And you see a dark land of dead trees and fetid swamp water, where standing high above a gate, tower, are 3 women, 2 wearing the skulls of animals on their heads, and a third hunched and shawled with a wand in her hand. And they turn to look at you, and then the vision ends.
And I'm standing right in front of you.
And we are going to go
Nice.
All right, everyone, we'll see you in 10.
Please tell me it's what I'm thinking.
Welcome back. Hey, copyright.
Sorry. Oh, it's that
Oh.
was less than 7 seconds, right?
Acapella is okay, right?
I don't think there's an actual hard and fast law on how long you can go. But
Let's
anyway,
find out the hard way.
Woo!
good idea. I did have a song I was going to sing in Cyberpunk if it ever came up, and I was just going to risk it. But
Yeah.
me too.
Still
Anyway,
a chance.
still a chance. Anyway, when we went to break, Mr. Vincent Bloodheart had been detecting some magic around the room, had learned that not only the gremlins saw it, but also all of the orcs in the vicinity were under some sort of mind control compulsion, probably to do different things, different commands to each of them. But then, when he turned to tell his own companions about it, he saw that, in fact, Lady Esme Impest is a magic user, and one who has apparently changed her own shape at some point. So
Can
what
you,
happens now?
And then when he wakes up, I'm standing in front of him with the
You
tray
mind
of
you mind showing the map?
I will show the map, but before I do, I'd like you to roll a no check. Based on what you saw. See if you connect it to anything.
10 on the die.
Pretty good though.
Ooh. Nothing on no, right? It's -1.
-1, so 9.
And let's call this intelligence. So you add your intelligence modifier.
Which is also 0.
Okay, so 9. 9 is enough, though. This is, according to the understanding of humans, what you're looking at now is likely the most evil creature you have encountered.
Oh,
Are you picturing?
I always knew you were evil.
This is a servant of the goddess of death. There are 3 of those. The youngest and newest one, the maiden, has a race of servants. Everyone worships the death goddess. It's mostly everyone. But her army of assassins steal identities and take people's lives, both through identity theft and through murder. They are hated and feared everywhere. And had you not found yourself looking at one right now, had you not seen that vision of the clay pot and the gate, you would not have thought they were real. And the word that enters your mind now is dark.
slight change up. He's not seeing it right now because when he came to, I'm in front of him, offering him.
Right, but you can be looking at the food while you
Yeah.
have this process
Yeah,
in your mind. Yeah.
Yeah, can you show the map real quick?
Yeah, sorry.
Just for no reason.
I just
No
want to.
reason.
Yeah, just let's get that framed up a little better.
Yeah.
There's not walls out there just tossed to the side because we threw this together on the break. Not at all.
Oh, this is just the debris from like.
Oh yeah, from Architects.
So Vince is here. This is.
Me.
That's actually kind of hard to see. Can we move the camera to the side, maybe? Do we have enough cord for it?
It'd be cool if there was more light.
That's a lot of light.
Well, we're blocking the light. I have acrylics coming.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I'm excited.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. We can see that.
So this is the gremlin. Isme.
Darling Esme.
Esme.
So. Okay.
Actually, my finger might have been better.
Fit right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So as soon as he sees this, as soon as Vincent sees you, you see like all the hairs on Vincent's like head, like on his beard, everything that they go up, like he's, and his eyes get very intense,
Oh.
and he just pushes you to the
No, you
side.
don't push me. Obviously.
He's gonna try.
Okay.
Opposed exert checks.
I don't have actually good exert, but I have good other things. 4.
I got 3.
You go to push him aside, but you're so rattled by what you've
I'm a
seen.
tree.
And he's huge. He's
Yeah.
he's the only person bigger than you in the party. And
Oh.
yeah,
That's not saying like we're only 4
Well, you
people.
don't like rehydrated rations?
And
he's not even looking at you.
so Vince says, "Which?"
Mr. Bloodheart.
He's unsheathing his sword.
Mr. Bloodheart, I advise you to think very carefully.
Whatever you're gonna say, I won't believe. I've seen the truth already.
I wasn't going to disagree, Mr. Bloodheart. I can see, I've known who you are. I expected this would happen eventually. I was hoping for a little more time. That said, Mr. Bloodheart, we have a common enemy here, and one who is, in fact, much more dangerous than we.
Nothing can compare to what I just saw. The ultimate darkness, the
What?
ultimate evil.
For the others in the room,
What's happening? Guys,
Vincent takes another step closer.
what is? What? Humans kill humans?
She is not human.
Mr. Bloodheart, the Orc Empire will overrun everything, destroying everything in its path. My mistress has seen this. It will come to pass. We have an opportunity right now to stop it, to save the world. And then you and I can finish this.
in general, convince.
Yes.
Let's not do PvP rolls.
Okay. That's fair.
I'm gonna.
Exert is one thing, but
Yeah.
not for mental
I'm
change.
Yeah.
not going anywhere. Don't you want to know what the Vizier is doing with all those magical items? Don't you want to know what all that magical hoarding is happening? Our interests do align here, Mr. Bloodheart. If you wish to take out an ally now, before the greater threat is eliminated, it's your decision.
Either of you want to put anything in here?
My mouth is just like, what?
Yeah, while she's talking, I'm gonna just set the tray in front of Sog, and then pull my paintbrush and set it like.
It's
Truly,
that
I
big?
mean,
No, it's yeah, it's heavy. It's big.
Are you putting that between us?
Yeah.
And
I
Sog
mean,
has
You are,
moved to
you
the
are
back.
protecting a messenger of the darkness right now.
The most kind.
Sog is actually going to move all the way back to you.
Does he take the tray of food I just handed him?
Bloodheart.
No.
Not human.
She is not human at all. She is something different. Show us your true form now, and then I might listen to you.
Lady Esme, this is some accusations that Bloodheart is bringing against you.
indeed.
Show us.
Mr. Bloodheart, you of all people should know that you deserve death more than I do.
Oh, God. That is such a good line.
And I will go ahead and what the hell? I'll drop my form. And you see Lady Esme, who is this very earthy, colorful person. The color just seems to drain out of her. She loses some of the plumpness that she had, taking on a more, not quite skeletal, but just a more sinewy form. And her dress goes a little slack around her. Her jewelry, her choker goes a little lax around a longer tailor throat, as she just seems to lose all of her coloring, and you see this pale skinned, dark haired creature.
It just says, a darling.
I could see why you went for the reconstructive arts there.
Thank you, Master Show. I thought you would understand.
Yeah, and I want to add something to the
Description?
transformation. What you, by the way, that's noisy.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. What you guys see happen as her body changes is actually that the bone structure changes, and you see it in these weird jerky motions as the cheekbones and the set of the shoulders, things just kind of shift around into a new shape that is smaller and thinner and almost a little bit emaciated, but also as the weight of Lady Esme disintegrates, you actually see it leave the form as smoke, black smoke coming off of her, which dissipates very quickly, so that were she to just be around a corner, you wouldn't even have seen it happen. So yeah, it's creepy as hell.
What do we know?
Oh, and one more thing, the eyes shine bright blue for a second. Yeah, she changes.
Do we know she is a darling after she changes?
Well, I say darling after I see her.
She says,
Right,
he
okay.
said, yeah.
So, do they know about darlings?
Saying darling in Archonia is kind of like saying Bloody Mary in real life, except you just saw.
Well, they say that truth can be much stranger than fiction. I see it is the case.
We cannot let this being survive.
Listen up. I don't care what she is or isn't. She is the kindest person I've ever known.
This is just tricks. She is trying to control you.
I am not.
Your mission here then.
My mission is to eliminate the Vizier, to stop the progress of the Orcish Empire. If you have a care for your own lives, the lives of your families, the lives of your cities, you will help me. And then we can, as I said, Mr. Bloodheart, we can continue our argument later. I would not ask you to change who you are.
Bloodheart, we are surrounded in a city of orcs.
You are, and you have very little time.
You will have to fight me, you will have to fight her, and then you'll have to fight all the orcs outside.
Fools, the all of you. Bloodheart's gonna storm out the room, and he's just gonna go to his side and just cross his arms for a second. Think.
I whip around
you,
to Sog.
and you roll notice checks.
Okay.
I will notice something. I will not notice.
I will.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 10.
Plus, what should I use for my modifier? Can I use wisdom?
Yes.
Then I rolled an 8.
Don't even bother.
Esme.
Yes.
The only one that notices. Sog, halfway up the
Nope. I leap
It's
to
okay, I don't really care about him anyway.
grab him and pull him back inside.
Give me a. We'll call it a punch or exert, your choice.
Is exert
It's non-combatant.
I like to argue for prey.
So it is okay. I will go for exert, and so I roll 2d6 on that
2d6,
one.
yes.
Okay.
Let's exert plus dexterity.
Okay. That I rolled a 6. I get a +1 to Dex, and I'm going to take a 0 in Exert for my polymath.
So 7.
7 total.
You got it.
I got it? Like, I am so sorry.
Let's talk up.
I could cover his face mouth. I'm so sorry you got dragged into this. Suck. We mean you no harm. We mean to eliminate these orcs. Get used to safety. I'm sure Mr. Bloodheart's quarrel is with me, not with you. Okay.
I pass you a pill. I'm like, hold on. And I stuff it in his mouth.
Drug him! Drug him!
That should keep him calm for a little bit.
Did he
Poor
knock him
Candle
out?
Clark.
I think it knocked him out.
I assume it was an unconsciousness pill.
It was more of a calming pill.
Okay, but he's this big.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, oh, I guess he's a little smaller than my usual heights. Now let's continue our discussion, shall we?
Indeed.
Or is it
there-
still Lady Esme?
Lady Esme is as good a name as any. Master Chef, thank you for your understanding of the
Lady.
situation.
I believe that circumstances compel my understanding, but our missions and our goals do not unalign.
Indeed. Master Show, I assure you, our goals are very, very much in line with you. What I said to Mr. Bloodheart was, for once, nothing but the truth. And I will quickly just drop a hand on your shoulder. If your friendship has been truly a treasure, it is, and I say this in all honesty, my third most ardent desire that you should survive this.
You are so good.
He literally starts to well up, but like biscuit.
Thank you. I will. I'll take a bite. Can we? And I'm going to go to the sink and see. Can we get into the sewer? Is there a sufficiently large hole here? No. All right. Very good.
Not from the sink.
We are going to explore the.
Actually, question for you.
Yes.
Did you ever choose your second form?
I did not. I was planning to declare it at an opportune moment, if I may.
Anything from a kitten to a horse in size.
Indeed. All right. How big is this hole?
It's not. It's bigger. It's too small for a cat, but it's like that.
Okay. There will be no getting down from this, but
Well, is it our intention to go to the sewers to investigate and find evidence of betrayal on the vizier's part?
that is certainly one possibility to present with proof to the emperor. That would certainly drive the wedge that we are looking for. The other option, of course, is just to simply go to the emperor and hope that we are taken on trust, but that seems very unlikely.
I dislike that option.
As
Or-
do I.
Well, if what this creature has said is true, then we must enter through the sewers. Unfortunately, there are orcs surrounding our building.
Indeed.
We must seek a different path or entryway.
The sink.
What about it?
If I were to pull it off the ground or pull it up, would there be a bigger hole?
If you were to intentionally spend time breaking out the floor, you could make a hole, but no.
Oh, okay. It's not just like pull up the sink and it's a bigger hole.
No, I mean,
Okay.
you'd have to spend time and work, and it would be noisy.
I pull up the sink anyway.
Okay, then you've
'Cause I don't-
broken the sink
yeah.
off.
Oh, I thought that would work.
Yeah. It's actually... Roll exert, sorry. It's big.
Oh.
It's kind of like, you ever see One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
9.
You get it off.
I got
and
double 5, so.
It breaks, and then there's just water coming out of the pipe, and then there's the drain pipe as well, and then that's broken off, and that's it.
you don't select them for their intelligence, lady.
You're not able to
Mr.
get it far. Like, you break it and then you have to put it
Mr. Thornbush has many other wonderful qualities that represent him.
I subscribe everything to the detail.
Yes, but sure.
I will
Sure.
give Sog a little slap on the cheek. Sog, how do we get into the sewer?
down. I want the blue one.
You want the blue one? You can have the blue one. Tell me how to get into the sewer.
Get the hole. Find the hole.
Okay, where's the hole? I would like to roll convince to wake up this little gremlin.
It's not a matter of convincing. He doesn't want to be asleep.
Okay.
I pray and heal him. This is a waste.
His finger hasn't worked in a year.
You're welcome. See, this is the power of humans, my little man. Or creature. Or whatever your kind is called.
I transform back into Lady Esme. Don't worry about it. We have powerful magic if we can. And I glance at the door. Stay on the same side here. Available to us to defeat this vizier.
Work strong.
Mm-hmm.
Work strong.
Yes. So we must be clever and we must be quick.
I mean,
How
they're
do we
not
get
so
into the
bad. He
sewers?
just kills like 4 of them.
Orcs. Or one orc, not strong. Orcs come and come and come.
We must do it very quiet.
Indeed. Can you show us? Where? Can you tell us where? How do we get into the sewer? How do we find these magic items?
Street. Great. In sewer.
All right.
And
Very good. Which way is he pointing on the map? Which door? Which window is closest?
he is pointing. So what is currently bottom left on camera? That's the direction he's pointing.
Towards the.
It's
right.
roughly
Yeah.
that direction. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
And is there an
that's bottom
orc?
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
other
so on the
other
other
side,
side.
bottom left.
Is there a window?
Not in this room.
Okay.
Is it still light?
It's getting dark. Starting to.
I will say thank you. If you can switch out my characters again.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Back into Lady Esme. Watch out!
I must say, I do prefer you in this form, my lady.
So many people do. Very good. I
Do you ever
will.
take requests?
You know what? We can talk afterwards. I will go ahead and walk out the door of the bedroom past Bloodheart, past Vincent.
So
And
so
just with
when
a very polite, would you excuse me, please?
so
Uh,
he says, hold on.
Mhm.
I don't trust you one bit.
nor should you, Mr. Bloodheart.
But if we can save just a few of these people, I'll follow. But let it be known that as soon as we're done here, I'm coming for you. And your sisters.
Mr. Bloodheart, I think you have mistaken me for someone much higher in status than I am. But I would not ask for anything more.
Hurry up, witch.
I will proceed to the closest window.
I'm sorry. I got it. Roll a mental save.
Okay.
Oh no. Can I add charisma to that?
I don't know. What would it be if you did?
It would be a delightful 4.
Check your messages.
Okie
Discord?
dokie.
It is just very important.
It sure is.
You gotta say it.
Okay. As you say that, of course, I will, just politely squeeze past you and say under my breath, I'm not a witch.
I knew
And
it.
sorry, you were setting me up for that. I should have gotten that without the.
I was setting
prompt.
you up for that.
Yeah,
Yes.
something forced you to say that from beyond.
Not a witch.
I feel something from beyond. Again.
Yeah.
The hand of my mistress is upon me, and her words are in my mouth. And as you know what else is in my mouth, I will head over to the closest window.
That's what she said.
Well, it's about to be. And I will
There's
just.
orcs outside it.
Yes, there are. How many orcs are outside this window?
2.
2. All right. Let's go ahead and begin my 1 minute as I open the window and say, "Excuse me. Can one of you let me know? We have some presents, some gifts, for the Emperor, and of course, anybody who assists us, we would be ever so grateful. Master Show, I know, has many wonderful gifts in his pockets, and of course, bringing those in. And I'm just gonna blather.
Perhaps they're thirsty or hungry. We can
Roll
offer
a
them some
convince
refreshment.
check for them not to just fucking stab you.
All right,
Can I help?
by all means. Oh,
You're nowhere near the window.
I'm rolling so terribly tonight. So that is going to be. I rolled a 4 plus a 1 for convince plus a 1 for charisma.
Okay,
Yeah,
about
but
30 seconds in, one of them lunges at you with a sword.
And I will.
They're far off. You could easily get inside out of reach if you.
Okay. Well, what I would like to do instead, when he comes at me, I will go ahead and I would. What should I? How do I? What I'd like to do is grapple. I'm not sure what this is. Where I'm just gonna let him
I knew this.
tackle me. Yep.
You're gonna
Or-
let him. No, it's through a window. He's not gonna tackle you. He's
Okay.
gonna stab you with a sword.
Oh, okay. Well, I like to try to deflect the sword and grapple him if that's a possibility.
Let me see if I can just Google that real fast because I don't
Sure.
remember. New system, only our 3rd game. Well, 4th.
I'm gonna try to block the sword and grapple.
Well, I will do total defense if I have to.
What's total defense?
It's one of the main actions where I just defend.
You know what? We'll just fall back on the rules I know from D&D. They're perfectly applicable, even if they're not the official rules.
Okay.
We'll just do opposed exert checks.
All right. Very good.
Rolling the heaviest dice.
Ooh.
I found it.
Fancy.
Did it match?
Is it? Oh, is this a D20?
Oh,
Sure.
This is not. I just want to know if it matches yours exactly.
Oh, yeah,
It is?
Yeah.
I think we bought them from the same company.
probably.
But no, it's not this. Actually, it's 2d6.
Oh, darn. 2d6.
Okay.
Yeah, roll yours.
Okay. So exert is going to be. I'm only rolled a 5 because I have rolled.
Fortunately, this orc has
terribly.
rolled an 11.
Okay.
Your words when he tried to stab you were that instead of moving out of the way, you were
Yep.
going to try and grapple. So he's going to do damage to you.
Sure.
No, he's going to roll the attack first.
Yes.
But that I will roll
Well.
the big one. It's a 9 to hit.
My armor class is 10.
So you don't get the sword, but you also manage to not get hurt.
All right.
And-
It's
and
hard
with-
to stab through a
And
window.
with that, Bloodheart comes in and he's just out of the way, witch. And he's just gonna attack both of them at the same
You
time.
can't do that. I'm sorry, but you're fighting through a window this big. You can't do a big swing like that.
Oh,
Alright.
I'll stab the one that tried to stab her.
Okay, roll it. We are still not in initiative.
Okay.
Oh, I have grappling rules right in front of me on my screen. Anyway, go on.
So 15.
15 to hit hits.
Stop rolling like that.
You are terrible at
It
making it in
is
the thread.
squarely in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
Too much energy drink.
Okay.
Yeah, too much energy.
It's too hyped up.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
He's gone.
It's
His head fully comes off. It's a short sword, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you get it right through the middle of his neck, it snaps the spine, and as you pull it back, his head just falls the fuck off. With black blood shooting everywhere. I will need you to roll. The sweeping attack is once per scene, right?
The whirlwind?
Whirlwind.
Oh, whirlwind,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, sweeping attack.
Whirlwind assault?
It's a whole different system.
Yeah.
It just says.
It says at the very end. It tells you how much it is, how long.
Once per scene.
Once per scene. Okay, so you
Okay.
can use it again.
Yeah.
But because you're leaning out a window to do it, you don't really have like full space to swing. I will ask for a check on this. Let me see if I can figure out. I think exert is the best check for this, and I'll just set the DC at a 6.
Exert to try to hit him through.
Exert to see if you can accomplish rolls. Yeah, through a window.
I mean, if not, I could always flavor it that he throws himself through the window.
Sure, but that would be me that would have to decide that.
Exert.
You just need 6 or better.
I got
Okay, great. Then you can do it, and you'll do your shock damage to him. How much is that?
4 damage. Yeah, because every time I do it, I can add my finishing blow.
Yeah,
That's
so both of these guys are dead before they have a chance to scream.
And you turn around and you just see me watching, and there's another little flash of blue in my eyes.
And they say, "Come on, hurry up."
I will say though, you have observed orcs.
Yes.
There are other orcs you have observed for a minute, so you can't be one of these guys.
Alright.
But if you want to pick an orc and be him,
Oh, it wasn't a minute to absorb. It was a minute to start my assassination, my execution attack run.
oh, I see.
Yes.
There's a whole other minute you can
Yep.
use.
Oh, that's okay. I think we've got a clean shot out of the house now, right?
Yeah, you can get out his window.
All right.
I'm already out the
From
window.
the
you guys
doorway,
taking-
I look. I'm like, we should have done this a little bit more quietly. But
Taking Sog with you.
yes.
Yeah.
Who's carrying?
Dip.
I
Yeah,
offer
that-
to bring Sog.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he's still
Mm.
woozy. So.
So we're gonna go
You
to
carry the gremlin.
the sewer and
Killing blow is great.
probably be in some big fights and it's gonna be scary. So you wanna come with us? I will carry you.
No.
Okay, good.
Alright, so yeah.
When he sees the beheaded orcs outside, he shuts up.
And yeah, Bloodheart heads to the manhole and just
Is it right up?
Yep.
Huh?
Should we leave any sort of distraction like a fire?
If you're offering to set the place on fire, by all means. Sog, can you oblige?
Oh, I guess you could do it. I was just gonna kick over the wood stove.
Can't kick over the wood stove.
Yeah.
I would try.
He'll do it. I mean, you can use the wood in the wood stove to start a fire.
Yes.
You can't just kick it over.
I don't know. I've seen some wood stoves I can kick over.
It's a huge wrought iron thing.
Okay.
alright. Are we in the sewer now?
Well, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
gonna
start
have
a fire.
Sog
that'll
start his fire.
happen.
I'm Actually, since he's doing it, I'll have him start small, so it takes a little while to build up.
Question: are you doing anything about the bodies?
Throwing them in the fire.
Yeah, throwing him in the fire.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Or do we take them down in the sewer with us?
Oh, whichever.
I would like a group sneak check, please.
Okay. What should
I have the option
we-
to take this, but I didn't. It didn't make sense.
I rolled an 11, and do we use Dex as our modifier on that one?
Yes.
Yes.
I rolled an 11.
Why?
8,
This dice
which
is
is pretty good for a
terrible.
big guy.
I rolled a 3. Plus a 1 for my dex.
Well, you two almost give it away because of Sog throwing everything off. But fortunately, the 11 and the 8 are enough that you make it to a manhole. Yeah, and you're going to pry it up?
Yep. Point of order. Can I fit through this manhole?
Can you fit? Yes.
Okay, good.
It was designed for pucks, and they're people size.
I'm a big people.
Well, they didn't make it for only small people.
Swing shirt.
All right. We're going down.
Yeah.
Alright.
You find yourself in
I'm gonna help
a
lay down.
absolutely
Ladies and
disgusting,
gentlemen.
wet masonry sewer. The water is green and dark, foul. The brickwork is wet and crumbling, and it feels like what you're standing in feels like if raw sewage had raw sewage, it's this.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a good
Smells
thing
like
I
a
lost.
well.
It's a good thing I lost my sense of smell a long time ago.
What did you say? Something smells like a well?
Smells like a well.
Sog says, oh, it's
So noted. Let's move quickly.
Okay.
Sog, point the way, please. Do I need? Can I make a survive check to
yeah.
navigate us?
I'm gonna light my lantern back up.
Okay. You start to hear shouting from above. It's on fire, and everything else is also made of wood, so it's a
Slightly better.
problem.
That is going to be
They'll figure it
a
out.
7. I can. I probably can't use charisma on this.
For survive, no. It's wisdom.
Okay.
Wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah, it's a total of 7 then, with 0 to survive. So. No
Did
plus-
anyone else roll that?
Yeah, does anybody else want to help?
Well,
Please.
I wanted to ask. We're heading towards the ships, right? And the ships have magical weapons.
Magical weapons. Well,
Oh, we're
you
heading
were
towards
told that magical weapons are magical
rolled an 8.
items. You were told that magical items are one of the things that he smuggled. You don't know that they exist there
If
right now.
there are magical weapons, I should. Bloodheart should be able to use his Witchfinder ability to sense where the magical weapons are.
You're not getting anything. Yeah, they're rare. Magic weapons thin on the ground. But why don't I have the other 3 of you roll a survive check as well? Because this honestly isn't that hard. You just need to
I rolled an 8.
in water. Okay, you got it. Yeah, Ratio got it.
Nope.
It's not long. I mean, it is a while because you got lost. But eventually, you find your way into a section of sewers that, from the sound of things, you're pretty close to the opening towards towards the ocean. Let's clear some space, please.
Clearing space. Cleared.
There's pieces.
Look out!
Rest of pieces. Off. Off. Okay.
As we're walking, I'm gonna turn the. I'm behind you actually, so the lantern is like
Yes.
sliding in front of you. Lady Infants. I know.
Yes.
I know what it's like to be different, and I don't like you any less.
Oh, please.
This is bullshit right here.
like,
Oh, I know it's like to be different. The fucking monster from beyond.
Bloodrush just like cursing under his breath.
I'm gonna take Zog when you say that and throw him at the back of your head. So he like sticks on your head, the back of your
Oh
head.
no.
Oh boy.
So assuming
I
we
just
survive
grab him and
this,
put
what
him
are
in
your
my-
plans
Put in
afterwards?
my shield.
Well, an excellent question, Master Show. I meant what I said.
All right.
I will get you all out of here as much as I can, and then after that, I believe Mr. Bloodheart and I, perhaps we can agree that our truce shall last until we are on the ship sailing away, and then he and I can conclude our unfinished business. Does that sound fair to you, Mr. Bloodheart?
He just kind of like stays silent and says, "We will finish our business very soon."
Well, it's hard for me to tell. Oh, I see. So you guys kind of have to slop up from here.
Okay. Who's leading?
Show. No, not Joe.
So it's
I'm
all
definitely
right.
not
So that's
Bloodheart's
that's
leading.
decided. Yeah. And then Show, because he heard us talking.
Well, because
Yes.
I had to survive check, so
Yeah, and
Yes.
then I'm behind him. So,
Yes.
I'm
I'll
over
say,
there.
Master Show, perhaps you will
And,
find some items here to
And
your
he's with
financial advantage.
I thought you were carrying
No,
it.
That
he
is
threw him at the
true.
back of his head.
Oh, right.
And then I grabbed him and I put him in my shield.
Okay, so you've got him.
Like on the front of your shield.
No, in the
Oh.
back.
Okay. A little extra dip then.
Yeah. Well, maybe I might move him there.
So, in addition, when you come around this corner here, you see some guys
Some guys.
waiting.
Are they cute?
Yes, if you're into that kind of thing.
That thing being orcs.
Yes.
Mhm.
They're orc guys. Here they are. Actually, I am going to slide it back. Yeah, so you come around the corner, you're walking through this double sick, disgusting raw sewage, and there are orcs literally waiting for you. Let's roll initiative.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Far
This
ahead.
is no choice.
I rolled a 2.
Ooh.
Wait, is it D8?
Oh,
or
I'm sorry, it's a D8,
D8.
not
Oh,
a
I guess
D8.
you're
Sorry.
going first.
I was about to be like, woohoo!
Oh no, it's D8.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Oh,
D8.
D8. Oh,
Everybody
sorry about that.
forgets. Everybody forgets. I don't know why it's D8. but
It's
just
a
what it is.
7, including
I
my
rolled a
dex.
4.
Here's my theory, honestly, and no offense to Kevin Crawford. I feel like he built out this whole system and said, "God, we're not using a D8 for anything." All right, who yours was?
7.
I forgot your name.
Bloodheart.
Vincent.
Vince.
Well, you could just put V.
BB. All right, yours was 7.
Also 7.
Who's going first between you?
Same
I'll,
turn.
I'll
same
go
turn.
first.
You go first. Of course.
Esme. Izelda, or whatever it was.
Imtess.
You?
4.
4 and
6.
6. Okay, so Bip, Thornbrush, and Ray Show, and then Orcs.
That's much better. I like him at the bottom. That's how it's supposed to
Vince, you're up.
So Vince just, as soon as he sees these orcs, he just instantly rushes over here. And he's gonna do an attack and
It is a new scene, so everything's
Yep.
reset.
be. Everything that is seen reset.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. 18 on the die, plus 4.
Yeah, yes, for sure.
Uh, 4, 5 damage to 1, and then plus my killing blow, which is another 2, so 6, 7. And then the shock damage to the guy next to him, which is going to be 4.
5 damage for 1. So these guys, they're both.
So
This is your fault.
can I describe it? Or do you
Yeah,
want to
by
describe
all
it?
means.
So Vincent just goes around the corner, and he's still kind of pissed off just by this whole situation.
Also covered in orc.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he's kind of just taking his frustrations out on this because he knows about her,
There's just
And-
shit and piss
and
splattering
he just
everywhere.
runs over there, and he just sees both of them talking. He just kind of goes, he just cuts both their heads off again.
Yeah, and for these two orcs, it's like seeing death incarnate coming for them out of the shit.
And the whole time I have the gremlin in my shield too, so he's probably just yelling or whatever. And I just point my sword at these two. I say, "You're next." All right, that's my turn.
That's me.
I will run up. Actually,
Pass
no,
me the laser.
towards yourself, Alan. Down that.
The pointing.
Sure, thank you.
Toward Alan, but like halfway.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Oh.
right to there.
Oh, towards
please.
physical Alan, real Alan.
Towards physical Alan,
okay,
yes, not Vincent.
Got it.
And from there, I'm going
I'll
to
make sure we get that far
throwing
though.
blade.
Yeah, you can.
Throwing blade. All right.
Throwing blade, and is this what is it to attack?
Dex.
Yeah,
You don't have to
right,
mark it.
it's
You should have
what,
marked it.
D20?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all still getting
Oh my gosh, it's a nat 1.
Oh.
I've had the worst rolls tonight. I swear.
Automatic miss.
It is an automatic
Throw
miss.
away that dice.
Roleplay top tier dice rolls. That's okay.
Thank you. All right. Goodbye, dice.
Put it in the dice jail.
It heard me say it, like it's what I get for forgetting to bring the dice.
They actually
Grabbing the dice.
sell
Yep.
dice jails.
The mage
Oh.
has not blessed the dice today.
I was gonna stay with the lady, but she moved over there, so the
Yes.
person that is the most immediate danger is right there, and I'm gonna go straight for him. But it's like a walk, it's not like a run. And I just take my paintbrush, which is the equivalent of a giant branch, and
Okay,
Oh
roll
yeah.
it.
15, 16.
That hits.
I haven't rolled any damage for this character yet, so I don't even know. D12. D10, that's fine. Shit, that's not a roll. 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to come
rolled-
straight down on him.
This is the best I've rolled for hit points on an orc all night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You kill
Nice.
Nice job. Yeah.
So yeah, I just walk up to him and I just come down on him, and it goes. It's like a tree falling on him. It just falls. It goes like halfway through his body, but it's straight down.
No wonder the other scribes hate you. They're all. You're walking around with a paintbrush the size of a fucking tree trunk.
Yep.
This is stupid. This is disrespectful to scribe it.
Mm-hmm.
Ratio.
Ratio.
You have any on-turn actions?
Not that I'm gonna use.
Ratio.
Right. At this point, I just take a look around, and I leisurely take out 2 blades, and I dip them in a substance, and I just peer around, and then just
Look.
look. And I decide to commit some effort, but I don't, as an on-turn action, but I don't do anything with it.
Oh, interesting.
What
You
is committing effort to?
Yeah, nothing by itself. What are you committing it to?
Healer's Eye.
What
But
does that do?
It's how you use.
Healer's Eye
basically.
is, while the effort remains committed, you can use as a main action to visually detect diseases, poisons, diagnose creatures flawlessly, and learn the current hit point totals.
Copy that.
And as a side effect, you can detect living creatures by sight regardless of available light or obscuring mists. And that's really why I'm using
The
it.
obscuring mists.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So she gets instant night vision.
For living things. She can't.
Yeah.
If there's just a wall, you're still gonna run into it.
And zombies are useless against it.
Cool. That is the orcs. There's only one left. It's the bow and arrow one.
Singular.
Right? There's only two of you that matter right now. You know what? I'm just gonna roll. See which one of you he attacks.
I did taunt.
He did
Yeah.
taunt him.
Well, I said odd even, so he's going for odd.
Kind of wanted him to go for me.
And it is. I should have used the same roll. It is 11 damage.
To me? No.
Yep. He's firing an arrow.
Miss. And that doesn't count. Well, it's not melee.
After he misses, he's going to turn and run through the opening in the wall. The camera. Yep.
Coward! That's what Vincent says.
All right. He's out of your sight at this
Oh yeah, he's done.
point. Yeah. He's around the corner or something. But we're still in initiative, and it's your turn.
Yeah, Vincent says coward, and he's gonna run after him.
That's what I wanted. Not this.
Coward!
Not this dock and house bullshit. This is a theme the last 2 weeks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just making me pull out extra sets
I love
that I
it.
didn't have prepped.
This is like my favorite thing coming here.
We're gonna keep you
Is watching you
fresh
pull out
and-
sets.
So both times I had sets prepped and you made me pull out extra ones.
I have to say, Bloodheart is like a true beast.
Alright, so you can kind of see how this is supposed to
Ooh.
Ooh, I love this.
Dude, this set is insane.
It's nice.
This is the Dwarven Forge that Max gifted to us.
Wow.
Thank you, Max. Thank you.
Dwarven.
Thanks, Max.
Yeah.
So sorry you can't be here.
I'm not trying to suck up to you.
Let's spread this out, because this is where the boats go from.
Okay.
You. Yeah, clear path for the boat to get out. There we go.
Should we adjust the camera now?
Yes, that is good. We can put it
Oh, look,
down.
an escape route.
Where did that orc go?
I don't know where the orc went.
He's
Yeah, just
probably
he was
right
almost
here.
at the end of his range when he got
Range.
through the door. So
Yeah, range wise he's here. Orc's here.
yeah, there.
Where is he?
Great.
And
Okay.
you're probably more on this side. I mean you can get to the spikes basically.
Okay, I got to the spikes. I'm on the spikes.
So now that the terrain is out, let's put out the guys. Here's 3 more archers.
Oh, hello there.
They are as far from you guys as they can be without being on a boat.
Oop. Oop.
Here is a guy with a flail. He is going to be within 1 movement of the doorway, and so is this guy with the spear,
One movement of the doorway. So
and a mysteriously one-armed fellow with a sword. And these 2 big super orcs are going to be on the boat.
How many of them can I see from where I am?
Where you are,
Mm-hmm.
actually none. Only Vincent can see them because he's run up to the door. The light's low in the hall.
you saw the direction this guy went, but you don't see him directly right now. Actually, she can see this guy straight up. Like if you go physically.
Yeah. Well, I guess. I guess how many living creatures can I detect then? From where I am?
Whoever is not blocked by a wall.
1 full guy and 2 half guys, basically. Like the half and 2 guys.
Do you have skills in there for warrior?
I do.
Just want to look at
Man.
close combatant real quick. It should be for skills.
Yep. Here we go. Both sides.
That's interesting.
I'm using the brass bullets.
Oh man.
It takes up the space in there.
So it's still my turn, right?
Yeah, you ran and now you can take your action.
Abilities, All right, I'm just gonna, yeah, yeah, Bloodheart's gonna, yeah, he's just gonna aim for, because this is the furthest he can get from there. So he's just gonna kill this. He's just try to kill that guy, the archer.
Okay. And that's the same guy that was shooting before. I rolled 6 HP for him, so see if you can get rid of him.
Hmm. I don't think it's gonna hit. That's 9 to hit.
It does not.
Shock damage. 4
What
damage.
is what is
Don't you
your
have to
shock?
hit?
Yes.
Nope, it's a miss.
What's your shock minimum?
15. AC 15.
15 or under again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you got 4.
So,
So he's down to 2.
I misread shock. I thought
So-
it was
so-
still a hit.
so when you melee and you miss, the shock damage goes off.
Yeah, the whole point of shock is that
Do you have shocking assault?
you hurt someone even if you miss.
The way I understood it when I read it is, if you roll under the shock damage, you're guaranteed the shock damage.
That too.
Oh, that's
That's the
additional.
extra
Okay,
part, yeah.
okay. I guess I didn't see that original.
So you took 4 damage.
Yeah, he took 4 damage.
All right, and that's it for me.
All right. Esme,
Okay.
or whatever your name is.
Yeah, this is fine. I will take as much of my movement as I can forwards.
Okay.
And I'm going to aim to hit. If I may, I'd like to get myself in a position where I can hit this guy with another throwing.
Where's that laser?
You could,
Oh,
you
it's right
could have
there.
run
It's better for the camera.
more like
yeah, like run like
here.
to here.
You can't reach that far, but you can. If this angle is
But
Yeah,
Bless
Bless you.
Yes, and I'm going to shoot for this guy right there.
Cool.
With the throwing knife. Or excuse me, the throwing blade. So this is my second blade. Let's see if this d20 is any better than the other d20. Yeah, that's a nat 20.
That's a lot better.
Woo-hoo,
The
so
exact opposite, actually.
that is
Nat 20,
exactly the
yeah.
opposite. Yes.
So roll your damage, please.
Okie dokie.
Mhm.
Is there any bonus for?
Unfortunately, no. Not in this.
Okay.
I may homebrew it later, but for now, no.
It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does 5 damage. All right.
And I haven't actually rolled back his hit points yet. Let me do it now. It does 5
5.
damage.
It does 5 damage.
You have taken away all 5 of his hit points.
Mhm.
There we go. Got
All right, so that guy can come off the board.
Well, I gotta take pictures because it looks really cool.
All right. It always looks cool when I turn the fog up full blast.
Yeah.
It's now about halfway.
all right.
No, this is plenty.
Page
No
44.
more fox, please.
Do you want the book?
I think that's
She might
probably do.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't. Is it magic? Yeah, here we go. Or is the page before that?
I did all of that.
I printed some of it. Not. I didn't print any of the magic part.
Bip, it's your turn.
Bippity boppity boo. Man, there's not much more I can do. There's not a lot I can do right now. How many range attacks? So
You can double move.
I will. Where's the measuring stick?
Oh,
We're just pointing with it.
yeah, I
It
was
must
just
be in
pointing
your
with
arm's
it.
reach.
Oh, I bet I put it in the drawer.
There
Yep,
it is in the drawer.
there it is.
The keeper of the stick.
Yes.
Yeah. So full movement first. So oops. First of all, so he's up here, and then. You know what? As he's running up, he kind of sees what's happening, and he's like, "Oh!" He's gonna like kind of take some cover right there, and I think it's gonna be his turn.
Sorry, he's not here.
Yeah.
Ratio.
I am going to move up as much as my movement speed will allow. Maybe, if possible, take a double movement up to the entrance right here, and
You
just
can easily do that.
same as Bip and taking cover.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I wasn't kidding, right?
Now I will see. Okay, so there's 2 archers off in the corner there, and a third over here. So,
Oh, and this guy here.
oh, and that guy. Okay.
So there's
So
4
I'll
total.
actually start with the one that's closest to Vincent. Gonna shoot Vincent.
Vincent, you better take some arrows.
7 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, now the guy farthest towards Yuri. That is 13 to hit Vincent.
Nope.
8 to hit, no.
That's some good
And
armor.
then the last guy who's over there,
Just have my shield up.
14 to hit.
Nope.
So
Whoa.
is Sog behind the shield like dodge like arrows come through the shield like
There's a
whoa.
rock.
Incredible. All right, that is 4 archers all plunking right into Vincent's shield.
Yeah, these
Those 2 guys are going to rush Vincent as well. The other guy's going to kind of go around the archer. He's going to go around the archer and come from that way. They're both going to attack you. 11 to hit, no. 20 to hit.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
And this time the damage is going to be 9 damage.
9?
Yep, he's got you with a spear. He's hit you good.
9 damage.
That's what I said. Why is everyone so shocked?
Because that would one shot almost every level 2 character.
That would one shot me.
Yeah.
Well, he got 9 damage. Now the 2 big guys on the boat are going to hop off,
Okay.
and they're going to move 30 feet towards the opening to sort of block it.
Okay.
But they can't. I don't think they can get into attack, so they won't get it.
Yeah, they're kind of like up against.
Yeah, they're
These
not
guys
going to go
were
through
not
the
in it.
water. So
How come there's 4 oars? Oh, it's okay. Never mind.
there are 4 oars.
I did ask a dumb question. Yes, there are 4 oars because there's multiple spots to oar from.
Yeah, there's actually. Here's the thing. Shout out WizKids, awesome boat. However, there are 6 oarlocks and it only comes with 4 oars. What's the deal?
Print 2 more.
I didn't print these.
Oh.
I bought this in a box.
Oh. I thought you printed this.
No, I could
yeah.
print. I could print a couple oars. And you wouldn't mention this one, but that is all the orcs. Vincent, you're up.
The other oars fell
Here you
overboard.
go.
So I can just roll them around. Or lore.
Or
So I already used Whirlwind when I was in this room,
Okay,
so I can't use it again.
that's right.
It's still the same scene, but I can still kill them.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Which one's the one that damaged me?
this guy right here.
The one with the spear. Sorry, I don't know if I'm mess with my mic.
Alright, aiming for him. Oh dear. I have 15 on the die plus 4. It's probably a hit.
Yep.
And, oh yeah, that's 7 damage plus 2, so 9.
He's dead.
Mhm.
You just chop his head off.
And
He's the beheader, man.
and if I move away, they're all gonna get attack opportunity. So
Yeah, it's called something else, but yeah.
okay.
Warriors, how do you add damage to your attack, to your weapon attack?
It's because of this killing blow.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
killing
all right.
blow. I always get to add my shock to my
Got it. I wish.
and yeah, I'm just gonna stay with my hand, stay with where I am, and ready my shield. I hope they don't.
Okay. Esme, you're up.
Okie dokie.
I got Sog in it.
If you can get to me.
It's about it's just behind the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will run up to behind. To behind.
You can go anywhere. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And do I have a clean throwing shot on
This guy, this heavy
that
guy,
gentleman there?
or this archer over here.
I will take the shot on the archer.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So let's see how this goes. That's canted. I'll roll again.
Just take the 20.
I should
Just take the 20. It's like a 20 to 14.
All right. So that is going to be with throwing blades. That's going to be a total of 15
That's a hit.
against AC.
On the archer, right?
Yes, on the archer.
That is a hit, yes.
And that's going to be a 3 damage.
He's alive.
Okay. And I will step back behind Bip.
I do,
All right.
Bip, you're up.
Man. I'm so tempted just to let Vincent sit in there and rot.
You're very loyal, Vip.
He's so loyal.
But not to Vincent.
No,
Well, of course not.
no, Lady Impets is the only friend he's ever had.
Lady Esme.
No,
Impets.
Impest is.
Oh, Impest.
You guys have all been saying it wrong.
The last name.
He's been saying it right.
She said Lady Esme.
No, I said Lady Esme Impest. Lady Impest.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
You just wouldn't go in there. There's no reason to do anything yet.
You could use
Can
an
I
art.
hand him a dagger as a free action to throw?
Don't you have a rallying cry? Or a...
Yeah, but the only person I'd rally is him, and there's no interest in rallying that guy.
Or just
Not even for the sake of the mission?
just hold your
To
turn.
To protect his mistress?
No, if we were all in the thick of it, he would rally cry and not include him.
Oh.
Wow.
Alright, you can hold your turn.
Fucking Vip, alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my turn. I will rally cry if any of the three of us come in danger. If anyone comes out to us.
Copy that. Ratio.
Alright.
Battle cry, that's the name of it. Not rally.
Battle cry, yeah. That's a rally. Something else.
Yeah, rally is something else.
Do I see that Vincent's been injured very badly?
You can see him. Have you been injured very badly?
Yeah, I got hit by
I don't know what your HP was to you.
I was at 11, and he hit me with a 9.
Yeah,
So now I'm at 2.
he's fucked up. He got stabbed right in the side, like Jesus style.
So you
Okay,
probably,
not
so you
quite.
probably see a lot of blood coming out from his side,
Mhm.
but he is grating his teeth.
I take a look around. I'm like, oh shit. So is it okay if they'll probably see me, but I want to sort of like sneak and just be behind Vincent and just trying to like heal him.
You can run in, touch him, and run out.
Yeah.
You have enough movement.
I will do that.
Actually, in this system, you cannot break up your move.
That's what I was
really?
wondering.
Really?
Yes, I didn't think I could do that.
Oh.
That was a rule in D&D that didn't make sense to me. In fact, somewhere buried in Campaign 1, there's an episode where I called it.
Okay, so what I'm going to
Can
do?
we go back to Cyberpunk where we can do that?
You can just
No, because this makes sense. You run somewhere, you do something, and that's it. You
You
only
can
have a...
just
Well, the point of Cyberpunk is you're supposed to like run, like you're supposed to be shooting as you're running. That's the idea.
In this case,
Run
you
and
gotta
gun.
run and heal.
Yeah. Run and gun.
You can roll a sneak though. See if you can stop them from. See if you can.
I'm
hide
going to roll.
behind
I'm going to roll a sneak, and then I'm just going to hide behind Vincent.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
my shield is a large shield.
All right. As far as you know, none of them saw.
Okay. And then I'm just going to touch him for healing, and 2d6,
There you go.
and 8 points of healing plus
Wow.
50 strain.
Wow. All right. Now
So,
the
so I
orc.
have 2 system strain.
And can I pull out my dagger? Well, my dagger's already pulled out, so.
So the bow and arrow guy right in front of you misses you. Now, the two big red guys step over the bodies of their fallen, smaller kin.
Oops. Oops. Oops.
These guys are no joke.
So here's the thing, though. This guy's still alive. So does he step over the alive guy?
Yes. He
Okay.
knocks him down and steps over him.
Just put him out of the way.
That is a bad roll. 13 to hit.
No. So
Yeah, that one hurt. Like, you feel the vibration through the shield. This one is 22 to hit.
Holy guacamole.
That hits.
veteran's luck. Instant miss.
Very good choice.
Oh, yeah.
That was my one thing per scene.
Ugh.
All right. The
So yeah.
last guy's the bow and arrow guy back there. And I'm just going to roll a notice check for him to see if he can see ratio. He cannot see ratio, so he's going to shoot at Vincent.
Vincent.
Sorry, Vincent.
So 19 to hit.
Can't stop this one.
Yeah, so that's 5 damage.
You just saved his
Good
life
thing,
already.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Yep,
good
he'd
thing
be
you
dead.
got in there.
I guess I just keep healing
Yeah,
him.
I guess so. Alright, whose turn is it now?
Well, it's Silly Orc's turn. Because coming in from behind you guys
Oh no.
He really wants to
is
kill
the
us.
Vizier.
It does. Oh,
So how-
son of a bitch.
Which
He's
direction?
coming in from the same direction you guys came from.
Okay.
Oh.
It's Vizier, Mad Doug, and
Okay.
behind him is someone in adornments and carrying large weapons. Can only be Emperor Kruger.
Oh, so he's in on it.
Well, he's
Maybe.
here. So they're in the back, and they are going. That's as much as they can do is enter the scene, and then their turn is over. It's now
Oh,
you,
boy.
Vincent.
Okay. Fight for my life over here. Yeah. I still had a whirlwind. I'm so sick right now. I'm just gonna. So that guy got hit to the side. I'm gonna aim for one of these big red guys.
Okay.
Ah! Okay, so 12 plus 4, 15, 16?
Nope.
Really?
Sorry, bud.
Okay.
Your shock damage is 15 or lower.
Yep.
Doesn't work.
Wow. Okay.
You're up, Esme.
Important question. Have they laid eyes on us yet?
These
The-
guys,
the
these two have.
Vizier and
Yeah, the two from
Emperor.
behind, for sure.
Okay.
But have we noticed them?
Well,
I'll need a
in
notice check
position.
from each of you
Okay.
on your turn.
I'll take a notice check.
I think the two of us would notice. We're,
Yeah.
we're the,
You're
we're the ones
facing the
facing him.
fight.
Yeah,
Why would you guys be looking that way?
that's right.
That's going to be 5.
Don't even bother with me.
You don't notice them.
I got
Don't notice him.
a 1 and a 2, and I have -1.
Alright. I will
Bards have no skills, I've
No.
noticed. Like, I didn't get
It's
much.
strange.
Well, they're supposed. I think they're designed to be paired with expert.
Yeah.
I think.
I'll go ahead and throw another throwing blade at that archer again.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Okay, that's 14.
You got him.
I got him.
You can't possibly not kill
Okay, well, I not kill him for 5.
him. You kill him 5 times. Cool.
And I will shift my position, having not noticed, not seeing what's coming up behind me, behind Show there.
Oh, wow.
So Show is still between me and the other
And the
orcs
assaults.
that I see, but I'm getting closer.
All right. Vip.
I'm gonna look to you.
Mhm.
Sure that help him.
We need him alive. As long as we can.
But we also need him dead.
You probably hear this.
Not in the thick of battle. No, probably not. There's clanging and something.
There's a thing he's like saving for her, but like, all right, he's gonna. Okay, he's not gonna do that. So he's gonna take his brush. It's still like the blood on it has not dried. It actually still wet somehow, and he's gonna fling it so the blood sprays all over the enemies in front of us, and he's gonna roar with a deep, deep, profound roar, whatever that means, and he's gonna give you guys battle cry, including you.
She said.
That's +1 to hit, +1 to save, +1 to damage, and +1 to shock.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice. All right.
For 2 turns.
Oh, I haven't been including my. Oh, I see. Never mind.
Ratio.
Right. Shoot. I want to. So if I roll a notice check, do I still get a main action, or is that my action?
No, you can just do
several notice checks for the people behind me. And I rolled a 5.
Oh, do we do it on our turns or just?
On your turn.
Okay, do it on the last turn or was that the first roll counts?
Oh wait, would I add? Can I add my wisdom modifier to
What
that
are
5?
turns?
Make it 7.
Yeah, you make it 7, but you still have notice.
Okay. Who's the guy closest to
Oh
me?
no, you'll notice on the 7.
Okay. So I peer back and I'm like, oh crap.
Like, oh crap, like you share it with us, or oh crap?
I'm like, oh crap. I look back and I'm like, turn around.
Noted.
I'm so busy.
So you hear me come up behind you, turn to look and see what's coming over my shoulder.
Okay, so who's left? Just these 3?
And the 2 archers,
Yeah, that's
and this guy who got thrown back, but he's still here.
Right. Since I'm behind Vincent, I'm just gonna like peer around Vincent and take a stab at this dude right here.
Okay. Your first stab.
My first stab of the game. Although I've been handing out a lot of candy. Crap! It hit again. I rolled a 2.
Sorry about that.
I rolled a 2. And shock damage is 1 against AC.
AC of what?
15.
Oh, you got him then. He'll take a shot. Which one did you hit?
The big fella right here. On
Oh, the big one, the
Yeah.
big red one.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah.
But you know my blades are poisoned, and it says
Well, if you didn't hit him.
Yeah, but it's a physical save for half.
Oh, you can't leave that fight, can you?
Big one's going for Vincent Bloodheart. 13 to hit. The other big one, same roll. Who else can hit Vincent right now?
Archer. Pretty much just the archers. All 3
two
archers.
archers. Wait,
There's
3?
3. Yes.
These 2.
There's
2 and
Where's
this
the
guy.
third? Oh, I see him. Okay, so that guy's gonna go first.
Might actually. I mean,
He misses. One of the farther ones gets 17 to hit. So that's going to be 3 damage. And then the other one misses.
Still up?
Big guys both missed you. So, Emperor Krugerim.
Oh boy.
He's got 30 feet of movement. Who can he get closest to with that?
nobody.
Me, or Biff.
Where's the matrix?
Right
Oh, okay. This is as close as you can get.
Okay. That's as far as he's going to go.
Okay.
And then, actually, I will say the Vizier goes that far as well.
Okay, so the Emperor's first. The Vizier's behind him.
Yeah, neither of them is going to come all the way up to you.
They're bad.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I want to look something up real quick.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I gotta look it up, man. Gotta look it up. Yeah, he's going to cast a spell on Bit.
No!
It's absolutely
No!
I ain't so.
Not Biff.
So nobody sees it. No, you only see it. He runs up and he looks at Biff, and he just takes the staff to this hand, and he just goes with his one hand, and this black energy shoots up from the earth and slams over you in the shape of a coffin.
Ugh.
Nice.
5 damage, please.
Does it hit automatically?
Yeah, you've used this spell.
There's no save.
I recall isn't there like an
Common
attack?
discharge is focused on a single visible creature.
Yeah, I'm
Within
remembering.
100 feet per caster level, wreathing target in a lethal mantle of crackling energy. The target suffers 1d8 per caster level with a physical save for half.
That's
Can
okay.
be
There's
five. 5 unless you get your precious.
so that's a mistake. Okay.
And
I get a plus 1 too.
and you get +2 from me.
So plus 3 total.
Yeah.
So I have to beat a 15. I got 19 on the dice.
Okay, well,
So I
you're
take
going to
half.
take, I'll run it down to 2. 2
I'll
Yeah.
take every hit point I can get right now, okay?
as this crazy ass orc wizard just slams a coffin on you.
Great, as the coffin slams on me, I punch through the fucking wood, like whatever material it's made out of.
He
Yes.
smiles. And for no reason you can discern, blood comes out of his mouth. He smiles.
Oh,
Fuck this guy, right?
that's a good color of blood.
That's his turn. Lady Esme, you're back.
I would like to.
It's that me or me?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
No,
the
you're
orc,
right.
so it's you. Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, what good are you gonna do anyway?
Do I notice the mage?
Oh, you're in the fight.
Oh
You
man.
don't even have a chance to roll for it. You're busy.
She actually did say it out loud.
And
So
did say behind us.
Okay, so you heard that.
he doesn't know what's behind us, but he knows something's behind us.
Can I do a notice?
I'm gonna say no because you're busy. You're
Alright.
fighting.
So
That's fair.
There's like 3 guys on top of you.
okay.
They're very
If you look
precarious.
behind you right now, you're dead.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to window down some of these guys. So I'm gonna aim for the arch that's right in front of me right now.
Anybody can get the camera closer.
Yeah. Well, sort of. Yeah.
I wish I had the red one.
Yes.
18 on the die plus 4.
That's perfect. You don't see the 2 archers here in the corner, but
There they are.
everything else is great.
So 5, 6, 7 damage.
18 on the die plus 4 hits, and then I'm sorry. Who are you hitting?
Close archer.
Close archer.
Oh, he's dead.
Take him out. And yeah, I'm still in the thick of it. I don't think Vincent would ever leave.
Have you already done whirlwind attack this turn or this scene?
Yeah.
Well, it was the scene over here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
same
don't
scene.
so and that's it because I don't think he would.
Now it's it.
Okay. I would like to attempt to plant some seeds of doubt here, and I would like to use a skill as my main action to convince the Emperor. I'm going to point to the Vizier and say, "Behold, we have uncovered your plot against the Emperor, false Vizier! See the magical items he steals from under your nose!"
You guys really got hung up on the magical items thing.
Yeah, we
There's no magical items here.
Oh.
Did you ever say magical items?
I was listing things that he was smuggling in and out, and it was one of a list of like half a dozen things I said. Yeah.
Well, he's smuggling.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like the slaves were there to move the magic items.
IDC guys just got hung up on that phrase.
Yeah.
I also said like money, weapons, slaves.
Ray show after seeing. Well, do we know that's the Emperor because we've never seen him though, right?
You have a pretty good guess by the way he's
Yeah.
dressed.
You can just say he's been smuggling.
And he's clearly the biggest, strongest orc you've seen. Like if he's not in charge, who the fuck is?
You can just say he's been smuggling on your
Yeah.
nose.
Point is, I accuse
it
the
has no
Vizier of
bearing.
smuggling. No.
This is an impossible. You cannot convince him.
All right.
Especially he's in the middle of charging. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Can she try?
You can try, but I'm not going to make you waste time rolling for it.
Well, it's
All
about
right.
planting seeds because even if it doesn't
yeah,
succeed this
you've
time,
said it. You've said it, but
Okay,
I'm not going
alright.
to make you
Okay.
roll for it.
So then in D&D, you're allowed to move through another player's space. Can I do the same thing here? And
If it's an
move
ally,
through?
yes.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, I'd like to move through show into the room.
Ask Show. Does he
Can
have
I?
you?
Of course.
I squeeze past.
More people between me and enemies are a good thing.
And what I would like to do is actually I will drop my. No, actually, you know what? I decided that this is the form that has this skill. I hold on to my Esme form. I want to run to the back of this orc and
Stab him in the back.
sink my teeth into the back of his neck.
Oh. Whoa.
And this is going to be Serpent's Tooth, I believe it's called. That's right.
Read me what it does, 'cause
Serpent's
I don't
Kiss.
remember how the poison works.
This shape can exude a venom on its claws or fangs. Successful hits allow you to commit effort for the scene, same as an instant action to inflict an additional 1d8 damage plus your survival skill.
Okay, so first roll the attack.
Okay.
If it hits.
Plus your survival stuff?
D20, right?
Yes,
Okay.
D20 to attack.
Ugh. It's only a 6.
The big red guy.
On the big
There's
red guy,
No
can
point
I?
doing the math.
Yeah.
No way. You'd have to have a modifier of 12.
Oh, no, I don't have
Yeah.
that. Alright. I feel like this is maybe not going to end very well.
I mean, help Vincent.
Yeah.
He's doing good.
Alright. Well, I
anything else?
jump on him. I don't think there is anything else. Do I have?
And he's sort of flanked now, right? Or he has a leech hanging off of him?
Yeah.
Elite.
Yep,
Yep.
you're up.
You know what? As a free action, I will drop this as me form and switch back to.
That is actually a main action, isn't it? To change
Isn't it?
form?
I
Or-
think because
or maybe it's an on turn.
I think it's on turn to. I think it's a main action to assume a form, but it's an on turn action to drop
Okay,
and
I'll buy
return
that.
to who I am.
Yep, you're up.
I'm gonna turn to Lady Impus. Lady Impus, please escape. And I'm gonna charge to sell her not her lie, but I guess her truth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge past the Emperor, and I'm going to swing at the
Brave fool.
Well, you haven't left his threatened range,
Nope.
so you are.
yeah, exactly. The Vizier with a full-on just swing of the club.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the big dice. It's these two dice. 16 to hit the Vizier.
Oof.
Plus your one rallying cry?
Plus my one rallying cry. 17.
Nice.
Yes!
Hell yeah.
I'll take my d10 of damage. It's actually a 2 because I rolled a 1, but I have a 2 for my shock damage.
Oh, and
Don't you get a
one
plus
to damage.
one?
Oh, plus 1
Or-
damage, so 3.
3 damage.
Oh no, it's still 2 because it would just add to my original damage. It's still just 2.
And you one-shot him.
No way.
This
No
is the Grand Vizier.
Yeah, he's not dead, but you've clocked him one.
Good.
Good job, Bit.
That's all I need.
Unfortunately, you hit him in the side where he's already missing
Great.
the eye.
Weak side.
Ratio.
Right, I'm going back for the guy.
I would
The big guy.
I would actually appreciate a heal.
I was like, darn it! Fine! Get better!
Oh,
I mean, I'm only on 2 health.
And be healed for 9.
oh,
And another system point of system strain.
he's gonna sleep on the boat.
I'm so mad! Well, I guess I'm a
He'll sleep
healer.
when he's dead.
I'm sorry. I don't normally ask for things.
If you'd let him die, we could go to bed.
Well, I'm like, well, you're standing in between me and certain death. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
All right, now it's the orcs.
Oh boy.
And I'm just like, with my dagger.
So the one that Esme jumped on is going to spin around and attack Esme.
Sure.
Spin him around, please. So
Cool.
that's a crit.
Oh dear. Please
Crit
survive.
on my lovely wife.
Okay. I'm probably. Goodbye. Farewell.
Goodbye, Bear.
The orcs are doing your job for you, Vincent.
For 5 damage.
I'm still alive.
Wow.
Wow.
He rolled bad.
Okay. Incredible.
Yeah, and then the other big red guy is going to
Sorry, I just realized one the battle cry was on for next.
going to attack Vincent. 17 to hit.
It hits.
6 damage.
I'm at 1 hit point.
Vincent.
Well, no, it's hitting me.
Oh,
Vincent.
hit. Oh, sorry. I thought you said ratio.
No, I don't think anyone can reach you.
Yeah.
You said 6
Yeah,
damage.
no, actually, I thought my name was Vincent for a while.
You said 6 damage, right?
I did say 6 damage. And now
It's
the
the poison
archers
mist.
are both going to shoot Vincent,
Both archers.
and they both miss.
Whew.
The warrior emperor there is going to make its ratio and cut his damn head off. Let's get it.
Wait,
Who? What?
The emperor is coming for ratio.
Really? He's
But
leaving my attack zone, so I can attack him, right?
Yeah, if you want.
Does that take up my main action though? Is that how
No.
that works?
No,
it's
you
like
can
an
do it.
instant
It's an
reaction,
instant
right?
action.
Yeah, it's a attack opportunity.
17 to hit.
Nope.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
This guy's in charge for a reason
He
You
will
really
still take
want us to
2
die.
damage of shock.
because his AC is lower than
10.
already of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll take 2 damage. No
That takes 2
problem.
damage.
You did something. Alright.
I'll leave him with 2 damage.
Alright, then he attacks.
Yeah.
Attacks ratio.
Why is he leaving me?
Because he's going for ratio.
He
He's
could've-
already going for ratio.
He must be enraged.
Personal for you.
I'm wearing red.
16 to hit.
It hits.
Okay.
Shouldn't have left his mage alone, though. That's a dumb guy.
9 damage from the first hit.
I'm dead.
Wow.
Who else can he reach? He's got a whole other attack.
I'm on the other side of these rocks. Does he have...
He
And
kills Sog.
Vincent
He just
is-
fucking kills Sog.
The Sog is in his shield.
Well, then he kills Vincent. No, I'm gonna say he can't reach Vincent.
Yeah.
He already used his move.
Alright.
Ratio's down.
You could say he could have lost ratio.
Sorry, guys. Your healer has departed the scene.
You know what? You're right. He killed Ratio.
Yeah, like complete
Just
kill.
use his whole second attack on Ratio.
Damn it! I didn't even get to use any of my poison.
You could have. You just didn't.
Well, I gotta heal the
I'm
tank.
sorry.
It's okay.
You made your choices. You
Heal
could,
the
you
tank.
could have been poisoning Orcs
There you
all
go.
night.
R.I.P. R.I.P. I didn't care that much for you.
Alright.
Wow.
Okay. So is that the last? No, because the
No, we
mage
have the
still.
mage, yeah.
The mage.
I forgot.
Steve's.
I forgot my paper with the spell.
Steve's showing off with the mage right
I'm showing off with the mage. I'm showing off with the emperor.
Yeah.
The mage is nothing. 20-foot radius from 20-foot radius from the emperor. No,
Please at least
I keep
kill the
stepping
Grand
on the
Vizier.
20-foot radius from right there. So it will not hit the emperor. I mean, it will hit the emperor, but it just far enough back that it doesn't hit the guys.
So it's really just hitting
You and
me and him.
you
And the emperor.
guys and the emperor. And
Yeah.
Ratio's dead. But this is the spell, the Howl of Light.
You're saying ratio. It's ratio.
No, it's ratio. I'm not saying ratio.
Oh, okay. It sounds like ratio.
A flattened disc of tremendous heat, sound, and shock is triggered at a visible point within 50 feet per caster level, blah, blah, blah. Everything in the area suffers 1d8 damage from flame, concussion, and sonic shock per caster level. So it's going to be
Vincent feels this coming and he stops it instantly.
So there's no.
Ooh.
Can you stop it for everyone or yourself?
I can stop any spell one time per scene.
Well done.
That's a
Well
really
done,
good one.
Fred.
Well done.
Oh my god.
But
And
I'm
then-
already dead, so I don't
And
care.
As we move from the Vizier's shock at that occurrence, it's now Vincent's turn.
So yeah, Vincent felt that. He stopped it. He sees Ratio on the floor, dead. He sees the Emperor hovering over him. And
Now I'm gonna hear Ratio every
Well,
time.
I know, that's all I hear.
I'm really -2 hit points. If someone could stabilize me.
No, he took a second attack. You're fully dead.
Oh,
You
damn
can't
it.
be
yeah, no, you're instantly dead. And he's just gonna. Oh man. Oh, would he? I wonder. No, because is the Emperor completely blocking the door? Can I not even get through?
You're
No,
like
if you go
flanked.
past him, you'll leave his threatened range. You'll get the
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
Right, friend.
You know what? I feel like
Kick damage.
You just hear a gurgle. Oh.
Go for it.
no. He's just gonna run, and he's gonna run for him.
You want to
Okay.
make a fighting withdrawal, or?
Yeah.
You have to
But-
dodge 3 attacks.
No, if you take fighting withdrawal
Oh.
as your action, then it's like disengage basically. But then that's your whole action. That's your main action.
Set yourself up for an attack on the next turn.
I'm
Yeah.
torn right now. Do I save you or do I?
No, yeah. I'm gonna do
Take
a,
out
I'm gonna
the
do a
mage.
withdrawal, and I'm gonna go straight for the mage.
You go.
Okay.
So
I hope you get him.
you stick.
I think you can make it. Yeah, you can make
Yeah.
it.
So I'm gonna go straight for him. I'm coming for you. It's the last thing I do.
All right. So you're not taking fighting withdrawal?
I did.
Oh, you did. You did. Okay.
Well, man, this might be my last turn. Well, because I mean they could. No, because they won't be able to make it. Yeah, I take fighting withdrawal.
Okay.
And hope that the Emperor doesn't kill me this turn.
Yeah. So, Esme.
All right, I'm just taking a look to see if there's anything else. Yeah, I don't have. Just double checking to make
so
sure.
Cold, Steve. Cross me out like that.
Yeah, all of my assassin skills are useless to me in a fight. So
Steve's been
I
ready to do
am
that all
going
day.
to.
We should have snuck into the palace instead and
10 years.
assassinated him.
10 years of gaming. Finally, I trust you out.
I'm gonna take a dagger attack on the Emperor.
Okay.
And I'm going to
throwing dagger?
throw. Yes. I assume I can only throw one dagger. Can't.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
multiple.
correct.
Okay. All right. That's gonna be a 16 plus 3 plus the 1 to attack, so that's 20 to
You
hit.
got him.
I
You
got him.
hit the Emperor.
Nice.
That's not easy to do.
We all
Two
saw
good
300
damage.
when the
Don't
Emperor.
forget
or
plus
the,
1 to damage.
Right, and it
Yeah.
just cuts his cheek,
Just
and then
it's-
all the,
Yeah.
and then all the Spartans die.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a grand total of 3 damage on the Emperor.
Okay, so he's down to 55.
But I want to get his attention, and I scream ostensibly to him, but really past him towards Dip. For the mission! And I hope Dip is picking up what I'm throwing down.
Oh, he does. But
Yep.
he doesn't like it.
Next turn.
It's
Not
turn.
one.
It's
bit.
your turn, Bip.
Well, Bip is gonna bat. I think he's gonna swing at.
We do have him flanked. I don't know if that matters.
No, that's good.
What's your HP at actually?
5. I mean, what's? I think Bip would understand what's the best way to kill this guy.
Yeah, he hears you say your thing and he screams just this rage that because he's got to do something he really does not want to do, but he knows he has to do it because you told him before the mission,
For the mission.
and he's going to rally
Again?
Vincent. No, not battle cry, rally.
Oh, rally.
This is healing.
Oh.
You are healed for 11 HP.
Nice.
So that's more than the healer did.
Yeah. Well, I can only do it once, and I take the system strain. Not that it matters.
Well, you both do.
No, just
No,
me.
It
just
doesn't say instead. It says you take a point system.
Oh, all healing just automatically does the system strain?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Great. I am going to move, and I'm going to move without leaving his range. I'm going to move behind him.
I actually caught that when I was reading your sheet. I was like, oh, yeah, they both take it.
Great. And then I'm going to move behind him, and I'm going to lean over him and be like, "For Lady and Prince."
Okay. All right. Orcs.
Yep.
Oh boy. Bring it.
Sorry.
The Emperor will turn around.
No.
Really? Okay.
I mean, at this point, you were his next target, and you've run behind him. So
Ugh.
it was only through your fighting withdrawal, but he didn't already attack you. He's going for Benson.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna roll both attacks at once.
None of his attacks are magical.
No, he's just a big fucker with a sword. One's definitely. Well, no, wait, actually, he's got a huge modifier. He's hit you twice. The lower of his rolls was an 18,
No.
and the higher one was an 18 plus 14.
Yeah.
So he's
Plus
hit
14?
He's got plus 14.
Holy, that's impossible.
What
Right.
level is this dude?
He's got 12 hit dice, so that's basically level 12
Mm-hmm.
I thought there's only level 10.
for player characters.
Wow.
We're level 2.
I'm not bullshitting this. This is Great Warrior King.
You
It's
really
right
trying to
there.
kill us.
There are other ways you could have gone.
All right, how much damage?
Let's see what he does. Where's my die? Go.
Roll low.
I did roll low. 6 for the first attack. 11 for the second.
Oh,
You're still alive. Still alive.
No,
No.
that's 17 damage.
I mean, I'm not dead instantly,
Mortally wounded.
but I'm mortally wounded. Yeah.
Anyway, that's him. Now the big red guy is going to go for
yeah.
Esme.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 6 to hit.
6 to hit. He
Yeah.
misses.
He does not have plus 14. But the other big red guy is going to come for you as well, and that's going to be 13 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 12 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay. 2 damage.
I'm still on my feet.
Wow.
Somehow.
Wow.
And the archers.
Yeah, they've got to shoot you. There's no one else they can
They
see.
gotta shoot me.
Did you leave Sog out there?
No, he's in my shield.
He's still in your shield. Let's move Sog.
And
Sog's
then
under your
Sog
body.
pops out.
And he's a true hero.
Here come both the archers shooting for Esme.
Here we go.
One's definitely a miss. The other's definitely a hit.
Okay.
It's going to be 6 damage.
That takes me out. I'm down. Oh dear.
Yep.
I'm
It's you and the Vizier.
yeah.
He's just going to stare at you. He's not going to even do anything this
Really?
turn. Really? Everyone's down.
Yeah.
He's not even worried. That's what's going on. Mission.
Yeah, but there's a couple options I have still.
Don't forget you're also a bard.
Yeah, but I've used my 2 efforts. So
Maybe.
I know
You could
I
accomplish the mission without saving your life.
know that's my option. I'm okay. Well, yeah. I want to bash this guy so bad. Okay, so I'm going to take the scrolls I have that I've been recording everything that's happened up to this point, and I'm gonna put them in their bamboo shoot, and I'm going to try to I'm gonna try to throw it. I'm gonna move and throw it in the water. Throwing. If I were to throw like all the recording, everything that I've recorded up to this point, would that be a main action or not?
I'll let it be an on-turn action in this instance if you want to use your main action for fighting withdrawal.
Fighting withdrawal is exactly what I want to do. So yeah, I want to move as close as I can to the edge here, and I want to chuck it into the water, or as far as I can into the
Okay,
ocean,
you can make it.
and hope that someday somebody finds this letter of what happened here. How do I have to roll for that? How do I do that?
Roll an exert.
Why does it have to keep being exert?
Because you keep trying to do physical things.
I think I saw. It's not saving throw, it's skill. I only have +1 skill.
Good luck. Good luck, bitch.
Yeah.
6 and a 5 on the dice. So 10 total because I have -1.
It
Plus
hits
1.
the water. And it starts to float out, but then it gets kind of caught in an eddy and spins in a circle. And as you feel the spell hit your back, you also feel a tiny form brush past your leg. And Sog splashes headfirst into the water, grabs your scroll, and swims out of sight.
Nice.
And that's the last thing you see. Esme,
Mhm.
or whoever you are.
As good as name as any.
You happen to be facing the other direction with your
Mhm.
last breath.
Mhm.
And you see as the Emperor, in the instant in which the Vizier is casting his spell, his attention is divided. And the Emperor, powerful warrior that he is, blinks and shakes his head
Mhm.
and looks down at all of you, turns towards the Vizier and just goes,
Yeah.
and the last thing you see is your mission accomplished as the Vizier slides off the end of the great sword. Death is but a door, and you and the Vizier meet as you pass through it.
Mhm.
Your message arrives months later, but not before knowledge of what must have happened to all of you spreads through the city of Vakorna, and indeed throughout all of Aklador. Because though Vakorna was the only city to send an envoy, all of the others were watching to see what would happen. And when your scrolls do arrive with your recordings, there is no mention of the death of the Vizier. And so, out of sheer panic and terror, all of the leaders of the various cities of Aklador begin to meet, pool their resources. And thanks to what you guys did and the death of the Vizier, the Empire is thrown into disarray for just long enough that the allied Akladorian navy can come into existence. And all of a sudden, there is force to oppose the northward march of Darjan and create the world that we now know in Campaign 2. Thank you for playing.
Yay.
Thanks for
Thank
dying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys might have lived.
No.
If I would have noticed the Vizier earlier on, I might have been able to kill
I was gonna say the same thing if I had gone for it. I never got to use all of my cool level 2 assassin moves.
Yeah, the thing is, he was just smart, and the fact that you guys burned the house as you left let him know what was going on.
Ah.
And he figured out where you were going. He spun it. He told the Emperor, I've discovered that they were sneaking in through this place, and he led him there.
Which is all part of our plan.
That's
Yeah.
right, all part of the plan.
All part of the plan. If only there had been like a B story following the Vizier, you guys would have known. But that's it for tonight. Thank you, everyone. Next week we'll be back with our main campaign for episode 3 of that. On Monday there's supposed to be a Vampire the Masquerade game, but nobody signed up for it, so probably not.
So sign up for it, guys. Jesus.
That's the Vampire the Masquerade. All right. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll see you next week. Woo!
Hey,
Thank you for watching.